What is up, everybody? Welcome to a Friday stream. You guys are ready for some rib keys? Man, I see a lot of you guys were already ready before the stream even started. How's everybody doing today? Finishing up. Quick little setup here. And yeah, Brittany, you were nice and early today. Ready for the rib keys. Pie homework? What is pie homework? Pie homework 1 sounds delicious. Alright. So I haven't gotten, at least I don't think I got any big upgrades. Although, you know what, I think the shield was the last upgrade I've gotten on my character. Yesterday in raid, we downed Zol and Mithrax. Man, I don't think I got anything. I used my bonus roll on Mithrax trying to get the trinket. Just didn't get anything. Hi Cass, how you doing? All good? What's up, Kodachi? And yeah, everything's good, man. Everything's good. So yesterday I was doing a bunch of islands because I'm gonna do a we're gonna have a guide come out soon where I talk to you guys. Basically, like, if you guys tune into the stream a lot and you guys watch the VODs, you guys already know the TLDR of how to do like the island stuff, right? But I'm gonna put it in a more formal guide. And while I was farming islands, this is something I got. I got the mount, guys. I got the mount, the Mogu mount from Island Expeditions. While getting footage for the guide yesterday, I got really lucky and got the Mogu mount. Now that was on my mage. I have not done islands on my warrior, so maybe today, maybe we'll see some really good rewards. Corpse Camp, what's up, man? How you doing? They need a water walking mount from island so you cannot farm. Yeah, I think it's kind of weird how the only water walking mount in the game is like just only the water strider model. It's either you swim underwater, but the only water walking one is that. But there's a few that swim underwater, Brittany. You can get yourself like the new Stingray and stuff, or the Kazoth the Hungerer one. You know, jellyfish. Good, bro. Just waiting to get to do some Mythic +8 on your warrior. Nice, nice. What item was your warrior? How's your progress going? Thanks for saying bonus roll. We were doing our heroics tonight, and I've been too busy grinding High Mountain Torrent rep. Haven't bought any. Yeah, no problem. I used up all my bonus rolls. That's it. I've got no more. I use them up every week. I use them on trying to get a 370 shield, although I probably won't anymore because I got this 365. So I've been using it on heroic Vectis every week and on normal Mithrax. I really want the Mithrax trinket. That's going to be really nice. You dip below 40%, you get a huge bubble. So that's, you know, I would love the Mithrax trinket. You or the seahorse? That's right. There is a seahorse. So we're going to jump into normal islands. You need something because you hate slow-ass water floundering? That's true. And I don't know why I would have thought that the boat, it's one of my random mounts, but I would have thought that the boat would have been updated already to do at least something similar, but doesn't seem like they're gonna do it. Doesn't seem like that's a choice that they want to make. So this boat is just a boat. He's 360. Nice. Corpse Camp. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. 360 average. You're averaging a really high, what, like, you're running probably what, +8s at that point, right? Like +8 farm. Brendan, how you doing, my man? Any good rip keys lately? Having a hard time finding good DPS to push some higher keys. Corpse camp. Yeah, man. There's tons of DPS out there, but in order to find a DPS that's, how can I say it, respectful to all the mechanics, I guess would be the right way. Mindful of all the mechanics. It's not the easiest thing. It's definitely not. Yeah, especially once you start pushing super high keys, you can very easily get one shot. Let me let the group know. But yeah, it's definitely hard to do that. All right, so I let them know that I'm gonna go straight for rares. So I'm gonna go straight for the X, right? So TLDR of the guide that's gonna be coming out for islands. Stage 1 of grinding out rares. Go to the X's. The X's are not guaranteed rares. However, that is a location where there is a high probability of there being a rare. There are certain things you want to and don't want to pull. These Earth Ragers are not something that I'm crazy about pulling. I don't see a rare here. So like this is one of those locations, right, where there's an Azurite X, but there is no rare here. Now I do have a rare with me over here, so let me just backtrack here. We've got enough of a pull here. Oh, these guys too. These guys are frozen, but they're still going to keep us in combat. So because we pulled them, even though they're frozen, they'll still keep us in combat. So it's good to know, and good to know that like break him out, and knock him out. All right. So yeah, this is one named mob right here. Oh god, I'm getting destroyed by the crushers. Let's heal up a little bit. The crushers just do like their projected texture on the ground is very generic and not very exact either. So some of these mobs are hard to dodge. The mobs that are the worst to pull are like these treants that cast a ton of heals. They'll cast like hots and big AoE heals, and those guys they're non-elites. They're hard to take down. Oh, nice, we have another elite. So every time you see a skull, it's an elite. This is gonna be the worms that come from the ground like that, because there was nothing that I could see, right? So there being nothing that I could see means that I know that it was gonna be these guys. I believe my GM told me that these guys are like a pet. I don't have a list of full island rewards that I refer to. I just know. Gotta take out the rares. They have different loot tables. Alright, and we also got one of these guys. You pre-purchase your race change, and hopefully you'll be a giant cow with moose antlers by Tuesday. Nice! Just an excited warrior. Very nice. High Mountain Taran. High Mountain Taran are actually pretty dang cool. Especially if you're a warrior. You can use the High Mountain Taran charge to charge out of a group and back in. And that's going to help you. It's also going to help you with positioning. So every now... See these guys. These trees. I want to avoid those. We picked one up. But I definitely want to avoid those. Here's a... Is this a rare? This might... Nope. Huh. No rares here. So yeah, these guys, these tenders, I'm gonna focus the tender. That's how bad these guys are. And I'm just going to interrupt. I'm gonna do everything I can to keep this guy from healing. There's a tranquility spell going out. Let's interrupt it by throwing out a giant stun. Just try my best to stop it. And it's dead. It's dead. And it's the only one too. I keep looking to see if there's anything else here. There isn't. So we're good. Nice. The root wore off too. So we hit up 2 X's, and the actual X's didn't have rares, but on the path to those X's we did find rares. So there's one more X on the map. Let's just go our way, go all the way over there, and just kind of pull the stuff that's you know, working your way there. If there are any of the big rares, if those big rares happen to have like sacks or treasure chests or anything like that, those things also seem to be tied to the reward. So this is going to be one of them, right? There's this guy, he's a giant, he's got these sacks of Azurite. those sacks of Azurite seem to be stuck to the reward. So not only do you want to kill the rare, you also want to loot specifically the loot that it's trying to protect, right? So a few things you have to do with the rares. Now we did get another stage 2 right now. Stage 2 starting to happen. So what that means is that there's a new X on the map. If you guys see, like where we just came from, actually there's a new X. So after we're done with this pull, I'll work my way over there and we can go see what's on at this new location. Hey man, how's your afternoon going, Tristan? It's going good, man. It's going good. I was showing off earlier. I got one of the mounts, right? This is one of the mounts from Islands. I got it yesterday while doing a lot of recording. I'm trying to get all of my words correct in the edited video, but you guys are getting basically the TLDR stuff, right? It's a lot easier to just open up a stream and let you guys know the like stream of information, rather than like, all right, let me be exact about a video. But yeah, I did manage to get one of these guys. Now these giant unbound Azurite guys, they do count as rares, but their loot is just the regular mining nodes. There's nothing specific about their loot table or anything like that. So yeah, as far as like mining the area around them, you can if you want to push phase 3 faster, because phase 3 happens only after a certain percentage of Azurite has been gathered. So like right now we're sitting at 3.2 out of 6k, right, up at the top. So at this point we can actually mine this, because we haven't found too many other rares, and we saw probably about 60% of the island, right? So let's mine a little bit of this, maybe hit around 4k. Oh, there it is, there it is. So now the beachfront, you see that? The beachfront has a ton of things now. So let's backtrack our way here. I don't want to do too many unnecessary pulls because this is a ton of rares. So we'll come over here. We'll pull all these rares. Not all of them together, but we'll pull as many as we can get. There's I'll let that guy handle that. Did I get the mount from the island? Yeah, I did, Epic. This is one of the island mounts. Okay, so here's one of the rares. I see him right here. Slither Scale. He's got a special name. So let me pick him up and the group next to him. They also have the sacks of Azurite, so we're not going to be able to do them all, right? We're going to be able to do some of it, but the sacks of Azurite are going to eventually overcap us. So let's just do what we can and just try to maximize the rest of the Azurite that we have left on this island on these rares. Nice. So I've got this one here and I've got the other one over there, so I'll just like leap across, knock it out. All right, and now at this point, once we eliminate this thing that these guys pulled, we can continue pulling the rares. Okay, the guy was like, let's just ignore these guys and kill all the X's. I agree. So Alliance is also working their way here. You see that? Alliance is right over there. As soon as I can mount up, I can do a really big pull here. Come on, combat. Combat's got to go away. Where's the rest of my team? I see 2 rares right ahead of me right now. There's one here to my left, one up ahead, and then Alliance is probably up ahead after that. I want to try to get 3 of these guys. Yeah, there's the third. So if I can grab this guy first and then head over the other way, I'll be good. I want to tag him. Alliance is right there. I tagged. Nice. Alright. So we picked up 3 of them. One of them, Alliance is going to end up getting. But I did tag it, so, you know. That's on them to decide if they want to kill it or not. Oh, he's right here. They actually did let him come through. Killing them is probably going to overcap us on Azurite, so we'll just finish knocking them out. Yeah, we only have 60 something Azurite left, so let's just try to prioritize killing them as opposed to anyone else here. There it is. Oh, I didn't get anything. I got 2 clumps of Azurite. Oh, feels bad, man. Mechanics are killing a lot of DPS, and you're out damaging a lot of DPS that you're finding in Pugs. Ice Corpse, the thing is, Corpse Camp, if you are a prot warrior while Avatar is up, you're actually pretty insane on damage. But if you're out DPSing them when Avatar is not up, then that is an issue. I see you have the Method Dungeon Tools add-ons. Have I published your maps anywhere? Corpse Camp, I have not. I'm still working on them. So I started working on them yesterday along with the island reward thing. So I will be coming out with my route and my maps starting next week. So yeah, starting next week. I need some Sky Step potions. Yes, I should buy some. You'd hand out cash if they made the boat water walking. It's true. Cass, yes, that Warlock that dropped group after I pulled a different group. I agree. It wasn't even me that pulled it, right? The Warlock was like, pull this group. I'm standing in front of the next group and somebody body pulls it. It's not even something, you know, that I did. You did 8 of those? Oh, wait. You did islands yesterday and you got recruited into a guild because of islands? That's crazy. Oh, also something, guys. Finally, I got me a repair mount. It's only about 10 years late, right? What's up, nerds? How you doing? You just found out the prop pallies can do good damage. You were doing war fronts on him and had top damage. Yeah, prop pallies are pretty good. You run blessed hammers, and you get some lucky resets on your Avenger shield. That's going to be really nice. Also, your SOTR has decent cleave. SOTR had such a high amount of cleave, it actually got nerfed already. It's been nerfed once towards, I don't know if it was a late beta patch or the first patch of BFA, but yeah, it's been, their cleave got nerfed because that's how crazy it was. Cass, I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Is that Glock? No, I don't, I'm not running any pre-mades or anything right now. Yeah, I'm just random pugging with everyone. His name is Raid Rebution. I don't know who that is. Alright, there's a rare right here. See this guy right here? Seer. There is a Murloc, there's like a Hunter Murloc tier set that I forget what tier set it came from. And I think these guys, like these types of mobs, they're not specifically Murlocs, but I think these guys drop that transmog because I've killed these rares quite a few times, and I've actually gotten about 4 pieces of that Murloc set. Dang casters. I'm telling you guys, casters is a death to every tank. Alright, let's mount up. Looking forward to them? Yeah, for sure. Corpse Camp. I'll be releasing them soon. Soon, TM. Here's another one. Many Teeth. Let me see if I can pull him. Yeah, I can. Okay. There's another X over here, so. Oh, and this X is probably a crocodile, which means easy peasy. Yep, I see him. Normally, rares are also glowing a lot more than other mobs. Alright, so there's going to be 2 rares in 1 pull. Here's Many Teeth. Coming up over here. And now the Crocodilus is going to take a little bit longer to get here, but that's fine. We'll just knock out what we can right now. Somebody already died to this pool. Uh-oh. I don't know what they died to. Also, if you actually go down, depending on your group's progress with the pull you have, right? So, like, right now, we have some pretty good progress with the group. If somebody were to die right now, they shouldn't release. We have a bunch of orbs. If we pick up one of these orbs, you instantly get rezzed. So, like, right now, if somebody just managed to get one shot by tripping on a rock and falling face first, that means that we can instantly res them. Okay, let's go this way to the next X. I don't see any more rares. Oh, here's the Alliance is right ahead of us. We can engage in a fight right now. They're gonna be right up here. We can engage them, knock them out, and then move on to the rares. Are they pulling a rare? They are pulling a rare. Okay, I want the rare you tagged. Okay, give me the rare. Let me tag it. Oh no, single target. We're cleaving the rare for them. Ah, I was stunned that whole time. Couldn't do anything. They got the rare kill. Okay. It's very hard to farm rares with pugs. Sometimes. If you're a tank, it's easier. Because if you're a tank, you can basically solo islands, right? As a tank, you can just run in and just be like, whether you want to join me or not, I'm going to take down this rare. As a DPS, like when I do it on my mage, it's a little harder to just go rogue. But if you play a tanking class, you can go rogue and farm rares with randoms because you just go out and get it done yourself. But yeah, as a DPS, it's definitely harder. And also depends on the type of DPS you are. Oh, you guys tagged this other rare too? No, we got you this time. And this rare is going to take a lot longer to kill. Alright, let me make sure I cleave these guys real quick. Tag them. Oh, here's your tank. Your tank's down. What is this guy? A hybrid? A tank healer? He tanks without a chest plate on? No shirt on? Yeah, I definitely... Oh, that Unbound Azurite is getting low. We gotta take this last Alliance guy. We gotta take him out so that that tag becomes ours. And there it is. It became ours. It's fine. We can survive this. Nice. So we got another rare added. That makes 4 rares, I believe, right? Crocodile, 2 Murlocs, and this guy. Now that means that we didn't get the loot chest because none of the other guys had loot chests, but this guy doesn't either. Let's heal up my buddies right here. They're gonna fight them. And that's all the X's I see on the map, right? So at this point, it's just going to be a matter of everybody getting... Oh, there's another rare over here. Aha! You guys were hiding a crocodile from us right next to your boat. Oh man, he's trying to kill me with like rogue frostbolts. So we got to be careful, right? If we overfarm this right now, we might finish the island and we can still squeeze out a few more rares. I'd say a good island is 5 to 10 rares. We almost hit that 5 cap, which means it's going to be a good average island. I see another rare behind me. Another rare behind me, although Alliance seems to want to fight again. I'm not too interested in the fight, to be honest. Not at this point. Let's interrupt the Azurite Barrage. We took down that rare. And now, let me go to the other rare. Let me mount up. And just head on over. Oh, nice! Look at that. We're getting the next event. This is going to be a phase 2. So this is going to be worms. Rare worms right here. These are not elite, so I'm not too worried about them. This guy might be a rare. No, it's not a rare. Let me run up and go get some more of these X's over here. Look at that. A ton of stuff just came in phase 2. I'm gonna leave my group behind, but there's only so much time we have left. 5.5 out of 6K. Just gotta go get it. These rewards, man. These rewards. Okay, so here's 1, 2, 3. If I pull 3 of them, I might be able to kill 2. Yeah, we'll just pull 2. I only have 400 Azurite left before we cap out the island. And that is fast. That's going away fast, right? Group is farming very quickly. So, let's just try to knock it out as fast as we can here. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to kill any of these guys. The group is farming very fast wherever they are. No. Yeah, that was it. Didn't manage to get those last ones. Didn't get anything. A Horde mage just spit on your corpse. You beat him up. Spit on him back. Just punch him in the face. Any tips for bears in Uldir? It depends on the boss fight, Epic. Every boss fight is very different. If you're doing something like Vectis, right? The big damage dealer on Vectis is the dot. So on Vectis, I would imagine, or not imagine, you would have to prioritize running Guardian of Balloon and making sure Guardian is up every single time you frenzied regen. You also don't want a frenzied regen at 0 to 1 stacks. You will always want to frenzied regen when you have 2 stacks on you to help out your healers. Applying stuff like Iron Fur is not going to help with the 2 stacks. So yeah, there's going to be little things, but it depends on the boss fight. It's very, very different. If you're taking thrashes on Fetid, making sure you have 2 stacks of Iron Fur per thrash is going to be very important. If you can't have 2 stacks of Iron Fur, try to have something else up. But yeah, it depends. Get thicker fur. Yeah, you can also, you know, gel it up a little bit. It doesn't matter. You're the tank. You get to pull what you want to pull. If you want to make the choice and roll the tank, I agree. That's why every now and then when we run rip keys here on the stream, and someone else pulls for me, I'll say, "Oh yeah, I forgot the other tank is pulling." You know. With Seraphim and Avenger's Wrath, just those 2 made you top damage and use 2 Judgment. Yeah, and running double Judgment is going to make your SOTR come up faster, Gruiser. And also, running Seraphim is also nice because it also increases your haste and mastery. I mean, it increases everything, but haste mastery specifically increases your survivability as well. So there's a lot of really nice things to that. Jeez, Epic. Always keep 1 stack of Iron Fur up for whatever it is. You don't play Druid, so you don't know what it is. Yes, I agree. You didn't know that? Dweed, you didn't know about like the resurrection orbs? Yeah, man. Cataclysm Hunter Murloc. That's what it is, Brendan. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I had a few pieces of that. Killing the rares is the fastest way, I think. I think there's faster ways of doing Island just by doing super big, easy pulls. But doing the rares is definitely a fast way of doing it, and you also get rewards. They'll end up following you because they'll get sick of dying. That's very true, Cass. It's very, very true. Topless Tank Tuesdays, your new series. Brittany, is this part of like a Free the Nipple campaign? Like what's going on with this? I don't know if everyone can participate equally on these Tuesdays. It was like National Taco Day yesterday, right? Something like that. Speaking of Tuesdays and Taco Tuesdays, you know. So killing the rares gives you AP towards your neck piece. Not necessarily. Killing the rares gives you AP just for the general island, and then the AP translates here, right? Every normal island gives you about 6k. You can overcap a little bit, so that's why I have 210 over. So it's like I've been getting 610 Azurite per. It depends on how fast you kill like a last second reward. So the actual rewards of the rare just add up in general. And even if you win or lose the island, it all counts, all of your progress. So let's say you lose, the other team gets to 6k, you only get to 3k. You still retain that 3k for your weekly. You let them tank it. Sometimes I do that too. If there's one DPS and he keeps pulling for me, like, you know, every group is different. I'll let it slide a little bit, but if it's been the whole run, if it's been like a whole like 10 pulls in, you're still doing it, and it starts getting really annoying and wearing on me, then I will decide to let you tank it a little bit. Oh, there's a rare down here. Damn it. I don't like crab rares, but look at this guy. Dark Lurker. The reason I don't like crab rares, or because of Crab Elite, and their Bubble Barrage cast is 100% magical. Once you start casting it, you have to either interrupt it or stun it off. It's a lot of damage. It's a channeled spell. It has no range, so even if you're mounted up, as soon as they start casting it on you, like, see, look at this. You see that? Like, they start casting it on you. There's no range. It's just going to keep going off. I'm just not a fan of killing the crabs, but when it's a rare, if I can get that crab as a pet and annoy other people by bubble barraging them, that might be kind of nice. Alco came across tanking videos, and yes, you've been watching the whole 3 hours or so. Just wanted to thank you. You've learned a couple of things. Alco, thank you. I appreciate it. And thanks for stopping by. I hope that you stick around. I do the live streams, the whole like 3-hour VODs that you're talking about. I do those every Wednesday and Friday, and then the other days I work on getting more edited, concise content out. But yeah, for the live streams, it's easier to just kind of like word vomit, right? It's easier to tell you guys all of the ideas I have, but when you guys are signing up to like watch a video of mine, I'd rather it be a little bit shorter. So I try to keep those for sure under 10 minutes. Under 10 minutes is always the goal. Under about 5 minutes is the average goal as well. But every now and then, there's like the Prot Warrior Survival Guide for Old Deer. I tried to condense that as much as I could, and I think it still ended up being 6 minutes. I try to keep it as short as possible. Just get straight to the point. Okay, so this was one of the X's that just had a big Azurite area in it, but it didn't necessarily have a rare in it, and that's what you're gonna find. Every X, this one had a quest, right? And so I'm not quite sure. Oh, they're just killing those guys. No big deal. No rares here. Although these the ogres, they hit hard. They hit very hard. So I wouldn't like. I don't want to overpull and just have a giant tail of ogres, because they are going to be hitting hard. This fire area, it can have these like these fire dogs and like fire tarantulas, and they can both hit pretty damn hard. Oh, there's the rares up here. This guy right here, Bruiser, found him. This is gonna suck. It's a lot of ogres. Okay, let's survive magic damage as best as we can, right? So I'm gonna pop shield wall. I'm just gonna try to mitigate as much as I can. Get some of the orbs down on the ground, and if my group catches up, which hopefully they do, then we can start picking up some of those orbs if people go down. Although no one's here yet, and I don't know if we're gonna necessarily need everybody. The rare is down, which is the important part, but I still have a few more mobs to kill. Nice, I got one of the orbs. Just soloing islands. I've already seen some people asking for solo queue islands, and that'd be kind of cool. The only bad part is you gotta be a tank. You just gotta be a tank in order to survive some of this stuff like that, like what just happened right now. You gotta be a tank. All right, I don't want to run that direction because that's gonna suck. All of those ogres are just going to add up. We can pull some of these infernals, and there's an X behind me. I see it. Bugan the Flesh Crusher. Oh, it's a Mogu. So I'm gonna loot this Mogu chest as well. It's important that when they do have that. Oh, actually, I think the ogres had one too. I gotta go back to where the ogres were. This is not gonna end well. This is not gonna end well. Disorient after disorient and into a big crush. Yeah, didn't end well. I don't know where my group is. I don't. Oh, they're here. Hey, they died. They died and they're here. We have a big lead, so I'm not completely worried about it. Let me drag some of these guys over. Some of these spiders. Spiders aren't too bad. It means I'll have a bit of a tail. What's up, Mohammed? I'll have a bit of a tail going into those guys again, but I'm okay with that. Here's the big rare, right? The big crusher. Now the big crusher takes a long time. I'd much rather do it like when I have people with me, and group isn't necessarily running with me. So let me just come over here, kill these Mogus. It'd be really nice to get like some more Mogu Island rewards besides what I already have, right? We're gonna be a little bit selfish in claiming rewards and wanting rewards. So definitely gonna knock these guys out and loot their chests. Crush. Look, I don't have the infernals around me, so I can't get disoriented right now. So I'm okay with these little mechanics that the Mogu has. Although he is a rare elite, which is making it last a little bit longer. Nice. Hey, we're halfway done. There it is. So let's loot the Mogu chest. Get on our Mogu mount for more good luck. And, oh, Alliance is right next to me taking out the elemental. Let me see if there was an ogre chest. I think there was. I think there was one up there. I think this one right here, reinforced chest. And then, yeah, let's just loot that. Although I think this is just a normal one. I don't think that one necessarily has to do with the ogres. It doesn't look themed. This disorient, but there's only one, so we'll be okay. Nice. There are a lot of rares down by the beach now. A lot of them. So let me hurry up and get over there. Actually, let's get on our water walking mount and get over there faster. I see the Alliance is on the other side of them. So Alliance is over here on the left. Look at that. That guy is tagged. I need to tag this guy. Oh, nice. Alliance isn't coming this way. Perfect. Let's pull these two guys. So here's one of them. And the other guy, Blood Hunter, is a little further away. But tag both of them. I don't think I've gotten any... They rooted me, and it was hard for me to try to get out of that. So I had to pop a few cooldowns to stay alive. So one of the rare elites is on me right now, but the thing is, I won't be able to loot his special treasure. That one's a little further away, right? Oh, I'm getting PvP'd. Makes sense. Alright, let's try to survive this. It's going to be a little bit difficult because it is Alliance and rares hitting me, but I think I'll be okay. Nice, I got one of them. I don't know where the other one is. Here's this rare. Huh, they just left me alone? Can't say I've ever had that happen. So yeah, we have these little pouches of Azurite here where these rares were. And I think Alliance is also rare hunting. I think the NPCs also get rewards at this point. Ah, stop netting me. So just go through looking for the rares basically? Yes. But it also depends, right? So there's phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 of every island. Right now we're in the phase 2. So how you hunt for rares is going to change. Phase 1 rare hunting, it's randomly set throughout the island. But there's a higher concentration amount near the X's. So when the island starts, you go and you check the X's on the map. Anything along the way can also just have randomly on the road. And then once phase 2 starts, phase 2 is an invasion. It can be an invasion of elementals, it could be a troll invasion, it could be a Mogu invasion, it could be all sorts of different invasions, but phase 2 is normally on the shores. And then phase 3 is where there are portals up. Normally there's portals. There's a few events that don't have portals. So in phase 3, you'll look for really, really big bosses on the island or portals. So how you find the rares depends on the phase. And every now and then, let's say, like right now, I don't see phase 3 starting. So we could let Alliance get a little bit more Azurite. If they get closer to the maximum reward, then we get closer to spawning phase 3. And then we could let them get a little closer and try to force a phase 3 spawn. The phases basically spawn after a certain amount of percentage of Azurite has been found. So if there's a big disparity between what we found and what the opposing faction found, then it might, we might need to slow down, take our time. It seems like I don't know why my group keeps dying. But after killing this rare, we should win. There it is. Hey, I got something. I think I got a quest item. Oh, Azeroth tier. That's a Champions of Azeroth reputation. Nice. Top Post-taco tank Tuesday even better. That's a mouthful, Brittany. You also have like 30% mastery because you went for specific gear and 13% haste. Nice. That is a lot of mastery and haste. You definitely targeted your gear. So nice. We got this to turn in. Yeah, I have what? Let me run away from everyone so I don't have Into the Fray. I have 13% haste and 29% mastery. You got me beat, man. You got me beat. You said someone didn't have a chest on, so you thought it'd be a great way to have a new series. There was a while back, someone asked me to do a sarcastic how to tank video, to do stuff like that. They were like, it'd be great if you could just do a sarcastic tank video where you're just like, yeah, just take off your chest plate, give him your back. Just killing rares is not the fastest way. You end up losing. Yeah, if you do it on normal, the chances of losing are greatly diminished. So you have a pretty good chance of winning, but it's easier if people do it with you. Mythic Plus with a missing piece of armor should help rip key life. That's very true. It should. Rat, you made it even a bigger mouthful. And what's up, Rat? Crab elitist. They're just annoying to deal with. They have a channeled spell that has no maximum range. It's all magic damage. It has high amounts of damage. It's just a lot of things you want to avoid as a tank. If they're constantly pulling or just running ahead of me and pulling and not using class-specific skill to revert the threat, then they can go tank it. Yeah. So I'll kind of let things slide for a little bit, right? If I'm in a group, like you pull a few times, that's fine. But after a while, like if we're doing a Mythic Plus, after about 10 or so pulls, you keep pulling in front of me. I'll let the mob tag you a little bit, and then I'll taunt off. And if you still keep doing it, then maybe the mob really wants to kill you, or maybe you're just seeking seeking to tank the ground. So I'll just let you do that. Did I get any mount? I did, Julia. This mount that I'm on right now is the Mogu mount. So yeah, I've gotten lucky. See these guys coming in? I think these guys are gonna bring in a rare. So I'll stay mounted and kind of pile things up while these guys get situated. Come on. Nice, they're running this way. Perfect. Let's do it. Nice, look at that. So now this pull is now 2 rares. How did they all... Why did all the crocodiles instantly turn into little raptors? We have a bunch of warriors in here. Was it the... Did these trolls polymorph all of the crocodiles? I've never seen that. I've never seen that. Oh, if you guys pay attention here to this dagger tooth, you see the nameplates on both of them. The troll is a rare elite, while dagger tooth is just a rare. So not all rares are like super difficult to kill. There are named mobs that are named rares that are just named rares, not named rare elites. So those guys are going to be easier to kill. So yeah, everything is a little bit different. So yeah, this guy's a little bit harder to kill. He also does things that are a little bit harder to see. So we'll just pull him by himself and knock him out. Take him out. Come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I thought we were gonna get some extra crocodile pulls there. Alright, so hopefully... Oh, I was going to say hopefully somebody loots this, but they all got knocked back, so it'd be easier for me to do it. There's another rare behind me. Oh, dank scale. So let me pick this guy up and then just start running to the next area. Oh, alright. We can just knock him out then. We can just take him down. That's fine. That's fine. Hey Beth, have I heard people spamming PvP arena for gears? Win or lose, they still get epic gears and they DE it? Yes, epic. Doing PvP in BFA is a very, very, not efficient, but it's a very good way of getting geared up if you're good at PvP. in order to get like competitive gear, you need a good mythic, I mean a good PvP rating. So you can't just like run into any BG and get gear and then that's it. Like it's free and it's 385 Titan Forge, Warforged. Like no, you in order for you to start getting like old deer level drops, you need to be 2K plus rated in PvP. But that being said, if you are good at PvP and you don't really have like a guild to run old deer with, then that's definitely one of those things that you can do to get gear. For sure, for sure. I've gotten some good pieces of gear from PvP when it first started, but that being said, I haven't actually like hit any high arena ratings, so I don't have anything like substantial from PvP. But like for my DPS set, I'm using a PvP weapon because I actually got a two-hander PvP weapon that's pretty damn good. So yeah, for certain things, for my main spec for tanking, I don't have anything from PvP. Alright, let's go over to this X over here. And also, yeah, since PvP does reward a decent amount of gear, you can do a lot of DEing or scrapping of that gear if you really want to. I think the rare is inside, but let me just grab a little bit extra here. Call that group guac because it's extra. Okay, here it is. Got the rares in here. Hopefully everything follows me in here. I, try to pick an LOS location. There's this one dude just free casting on me behind me, but I'm more interested in killing everything else that's here. Uh-oh, I'm rooted. This isn't gonna end well. Alright, we're good, we're good. Where is the rest of my group? Did they engage? Oh, are they here? No, they're not here. Maybe they're PvP? We were really close to Alliance at one point. They might be. But since we are killing one of the Murlocs here, maybe we'll get another piece of Murloc gear. Another one of those transmog pieces of male Murloc gear. Just noticed you got the mount you want the most, Julia. I did yesterday. I've been recording for to do an island guide, and so yesterday I did quite a few, trying to record like as many rewards as I got and everything like that. And I did manage to get the Mogu mount yesterday. So, yeah, got lucky with that. What's up, Stitch Tanks? How you doing? Oh, man, come on. As soon as I take this guy out, we can move on. There it is. Okay, so we should let Alliance collect a little bit more Azurite. Let me go this way. So all my buddies are down here. This is one of the big crystal guys. We saw him earlier. So let me try to check for rares on the rest of the island. So I'm just gonna run through. There's a spider rare that's actually invisible in this area sometimes. Let me see if that rare is here. Don't think so. No, there's a rare below me. So I'll run around and get that guy. I don't see any more rares. What's this rare that's below me? Oh, it's one of these Murloc looking guys. And then there's another rare to my left. And I don't think that's one of the big crystal guys. It isn't. It's one of the worms. And we can do that. I'm gonna run past it. The worm is right there where that crack is. The reason I'm running past it is I want everything to gather up. Just like that. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, I already popped Avatar, so I can't break out of that route. I can do a little bit of healing here. A little bit more healing. Victory Rush keeps us alive. Nice, another Victory Rush, and now I'm getting the orbs. And we're good, we're good. I have one rare still in here, and that's the Murloc looking guy. The rest of these spiders are easy to avoid at this point. As long as it's not a combination of things that snare me and then the spiders also get me too. Epic, you'll get it one day, man. You'll get it one day. The Naga portal is bugged. Enter the portal, no boss. Yeah, I've heard that the Naga portal spawns the boss about 10 to 15 yards in the ground. Oh, hey, look. The sky's turning dark. I think that's Mogu. Yep. Yep. Mogu serpent. Okay, let's mount up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. There's a spawn in front of me. The Alliance are between... Oh, man. The Alliance are between... Oh, here's another Murloc. Are between me and this right here. So we'll go over here, and then we'll try to hit up this one over here as well. So I pulled that Murloc that's behind me. Here's a Mogu spawn right here. Which one of these is... I guess no rare. I guess it's just the chest, which we'll do. Oh, the guy found the portal. Where's the portal? Probably... Oh, okay. I see where he's at. We'll go do the portal after this. These dang rare warlocks. Yeah, he's down here. Oh, there's the portal. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Let's go to the portal. Let's go do it. Water walking mount. Water walk all the way over there. I think he's gonna loot the chest. I don't know if necessarily the chest without a rare can give us a reward, but I don't think he looted it at the end of the day. Goodbye, need a nap before work. For sure, Dweed. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. So Alliance is in there doing Alliance things. Nice. Look at that. We've got another rare here with 2 big pieces of scouted azurite. The one guy who's in the portal. We have such a big lead. We can very easily just take our time for the rest of this. So I don't know if he's already killed the guy. Is this... None of these are rares. So it's good to know. Let's run into the portal and see what the progress is looking like here. Aha. Still working on it. Yeah, these guys are hard to kill. Did islands this week. Got 4 pets and a lot of quests. Nice, Paolo. Very nice. Yeah, once you start like targeting rares, it's insane how much of a difference it makes. The first few weeks, if you guys remember when I was doing the weekly islands on Fridays, I was very specifically just doing the easy route, just trying to get as many crocodiles as I could, really just trying to get them done. And I got a grand total of like 0 rewards from all of them. Just no rewards at all. And now, doing actually rare hunting, it's crazy how big of a difference it makes. I got nothing. I got this thing right here. I got a satchel. Dank scale. Yeah, that guy was dank. You've gotten 0 cook things from islands. You thought all you got was weekly AP. Haven't gotten gear or pets. Yeah, you just gotta hunt the rares. One of the guys we just ran with wanted an invite. Why doesn't it let me invite him? There it is. Anything from here? 18 doubloons? Is there a cap on doubloons? Because I hardly ever spend them. Since I'm the one that's going to be having threat and aggro anyway, I just don't see the point. You win, but your war item level is higher, only 349. You're probably... Oh, okay. Yeah, my second tank doesn't have much gear. I haven't really geared him out. What are some of the use cases for the alternate talents? Are there even any? Yes, there are. So some of the alternate talents you could be running are Impending Victory if you want. If it's like a fight where you feel like you need a self-heal at a certain point, you can run it. However, the haste that you get from Into the Fray should be leading to more survivability if you use that on stuff like Ignore Pain. But Into the Fray and Impending Victory can come in handy. It's one of those very, very specific use case scenarios. Like if you're tanking Vectis, 2 stacks of the debuff. Every now and then you can argue that Impending Victory will be a little bit better as a spot heal rather than Into the Fray. But overall, Into the Fray is a little bit better. But this is one of those maybes. You can, I like Bounding Stride. I'm very used to a 30-second Heroic Leap, but if you really want to, you can also run the Thunderclap one, Crackling Thunder, because you do use Thunderclap a lot, right? You run Unstoppable Force. You could be using this a lot. The other talent points that have other use cases are Stormbolt. Depending on the CC of your group and how your Mythic Plus is going, depending on the actual dungeon itself. Like if you're running a Tal'Dazar, Stormbolt is helpful for that ad, right? That ad on Priestess. You want to stun it, so you use Shockwave once, you use Stormbolt once. So these two definitely are the most used ones. You can run Menace if you really want to, but that one I feel is the most limited one. And then besides that, yeah, it's Impending Victory, Crackling Thunder, Stormbolt, and you can also run Vengeance instead of Booming Voice. Booming Voice ends up being better in the long run if you use Demoralizing Shout on cooldown. If you're not using Demo Shout as fast as it comes up, then maybe Vengeance Weaving is going to be better for Rage for you. But I would suggest, in terms of practice, you practice getting that Demo Shout off every time you can, because overall it will be better for you. There is no rare here, right? No, just a Death Ward Shrine. No big deal. Let's get one of these guys. Just here, let's just start getting a little bit of Azurite. It's not a rare, it's not what we wanted. We got to the X. This is all we found. There's that Tender. Not gonna get a cast off. Not today. Have to stop the Tenders from casting under any circumstance. Their heals are crazy. But definitely Prot Warriors have less choices in terms of talents than other tanking classes do. So while there is a little bit of variance, there's really not a crazy amount. You have to run Bolster, you have to run Anger Management, you have to run Unstoppable Force because of Deafening Crash, Azurite trait, and yeah, you have to run one time Deafening Crash as well on your Azurite traits. And then other things, yeah, you could change them. Here's one rare right here. I don't see any other ones. Let's pick this guy up and open up the path leading out of here. This guy is a caster, so that's fine. There is a Tender here. There it is. I managed to tab target. Tab targeting system. Sometimes it works. Just give up? That's what you did? Red, that's not good advice, man. What? Yeah, just stop. Uninstall. It'll be great. The best way to play WoW is to uninstall. Oh man, you guess you should stop going to MMO Champ and saying Befuddle loves non-tank tankers. Oh no, oh no, don't do that. Here's another rare up ahead, Venom Bulb. So here's one more. We didn't pick up any of the Verdant Tenders, any of the healers, so that's a good thing. We should be able to eliminate this pack pretty quickly then. Did this guy find another rare? He said he found, yeah, nice. I see a little Azurite filled person running towards us. I do have Avatar up too, so we'll be able to pick him up and DPS him down. Oh, he was it's a goblin. I don't think I've ever seen a rare goblin, and I legitimately don't know what a rare goblin would drop. Huh. I wonder what the loot table is for that. Alright, there's another rare up ahead. I see it right before the X. So if we run over here, these Venture Company bubbles, I'm not crazy about them. Okay, so the rare is the Unbound guy, and then we have the node of X. And I don't see that there's anything. Nope, this is Alliance. So let's engage, knock them out before they tag everything before we do. Okay, everything should be tagged. Yeah. So now let's just finish Doing that. We got some victory rush procs as well. Let's get a shockwave going. And we'll jump back in. Oh man, you know what I didn't miss about weapons? Having a crappy 295 staff and getting a nice 340 mythic in one hand and having no offhand and waiting. I prefer having weapons because they replaced 1 to 2 slots, whether it was a two-hander you have or a one-hander and a shield, one-hander and offhand. They replaced those with 3 slots of relics. So every now and then you could have like 2 really good relics and then the lowest item level relic imaginable on your 3rd slot, and it would just it would hold you back. It would average out, sure, but I wasn't crazy about it. Okay, let's go to the shoreline. Shoreline has a lot now. Alliance is over here, and there is one of those rares over there. Wait, what is this? I'm getting foggy out here. Oh, what? I don't think I've ever seen this event. Whoa. Mind blown. I've never seen this event. Here's Alliance is right next to us. So I'll tag this rare. I've legitimately, I thought I had done so many islands. I had seen every invasion. I've never seen this invasion. That is some heavy, heavy fog. That's crazy. Here's a chest. I can barely even see my teammates. Alright, legitimately, islands are still surprising me. That's pretty damn cool. I like this. Like, what? There's a rare. Nice, we found a rare. She's right next to the chest as well, so let's just knock her out near the chest so that we don't lose sight of it, right? What is that thing? Oh, it's just a giant crab. It's hard to see in this mist. This is wow. Okay, let's grab this chest piece. Perfect. Can I mount up? Not yet. I'm still in combat with something or other. Not quite sure what's keeping me in combat. One easy way to get out of combat is just die. The fog makes healing ouchy. I've never seen that fog in islands. Oh, this kind of sucks. Just stuck in combat. Step away for 10 minutes and we're in the... I know. This is like the movie The Fog. It just rolled in real heavy. There was spiders in it. It's exactly like the movie. Oh, here's a rare. I saw you before the fog hit you too hard. There is a chest right here too. It's okay. 1, it's really hard to get a camera angle, but 2, this is legitimately very cool. If all invasions were this crazy and changed everything this much, I think more people would be... Oh, there's another rare over there. Is there another rare here? I don't see one. We're about to finish the island too. Come on. Let's go over here. No rare, no rare. No rares. Alright, so let me finish killing this this guy right here. And then with the other ones, with the dragon scales, I can try to die on purpose too. So here's this chest piece. This is the last thing we're gonna be able to collect. Anything? It's a no from me. Let me see if the guy I teamed up with got anything. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. You got a plus... Oh, Sense got a plus 15 freehold in time. Just missed the 2 chest. Brendan, that guy's crazy. I still haven't like sat through one of the VODs yet. Haven't had time for that. Let me ask this guy. That was a really cool event. I don't know if this guy got anything at all. Gotta find me a rare hunting group. That was pretty cool. You think the murlocs on these islands are called muckfin murlocs? What's up, New Era? News Era, how's it going? Oh, see, this guy got something. He got a pet. This guy got a pet from that island. Bloodstone Tunneler. You wonder how overpowered it would be to run 2 prop pallies and a prop warrior, 2 prop warriors and a prop pally for islands? Yeah, you could just, every person can split up and go do their own thing, right? So you could rare hunt a lot more efficiently if everyone does their own rare hunting. For sure, that would be really, really efficient. My computer was dying. What? The frames were dying or something? I thought I had decent frames throughout that. You might faction change your Demon Hunter because you prefer it over the DK and you don't have to level. It's very true. Very true. What's up, Jason? Monk Life. You believe you got the quest to go to Ratchet from the Goblin Rare. Oh, okay. You got a Ratchet quest for, like, more Azurite? You know, it would be nice to see me doing a Mythic Plus with only tanks. That'd be interesting. Not every single tank would be able to do that. In fact, I think warriors wouldn't really be able to do that. You'd have to run Impending Victory and maybe get some hybrid classes to pick you up when you're going down. The rogues heard you talking crap about them and are coming in mass, dude. They're coming. You hate the fog effects in BFA, completely screws your FPS. Was the FPS that bad in the on stream? It wasn't that bad for me here. It's awful, you get like 5 FPS? Okay. It wasn't too bad for me, but I can see why. It definitely, I mean, I felt it slow down a little bit, but it didn't get significant enough for me to get impacted by it that much. There's been a few times where running specific things. Here's a rare. Somewhere. There's an ogre rare here. Or these guys maybe. Oh, here's the ogre rare. Spellbinder Goro. So let's knock him out of whatever trap he's in. And then get all of the new guys that just spawned in here. These are all hurting. They're all spellcasters, right? Let's just stun everything. Let's use a little bit of self-healing. I don't know. That frontal cone was unavoidable. Did you guys see that? It was chasing me. That frontal cone from that rare was unavoidable. Alright, Mr. Goro. We busted you out. You were frozen. And this is how you repay us? This is also one of the things this week is this healing circle, one of the doubloon items. So this is actually self-healing for us. This is something that one of our friendlies popped. There was also a loot sack here. Here it is. Sack of Azurite. Loot that. Knock out this last... oh, we might be in combat with these guys too, even though they're frozen solid now. I think so. So let's bust them out so that we don't stay stuck in combat forever. There's another rare behind me. What is it? Oh, I see. I see. Slither Scale. I'll get you. Let's go. Afternoon. What's up, Sargaric? How you doing? Let's mount up. Oh man, that was a fast amount of Azurite. We're already almost at 2k. There's another rare over here somewhere. Nice. A goat. A goat rare. Can't say I've ever gotten a goat rare. I don't think so. Thanks for the sub, by the way. I appreciate it. Especially in Wakecrest Manor, Lord and Lady Wakecrest, it's awful. I've heard of a lot of people also getting FPS issues when they're running Temple of Seth, the Gauntlet. All of the flying orbs are all particle effects. And I've heard a lot of people complaining about that. Like, I've seen people on Reddit complaining about that as well. Let's go down. I'm going to skip this guy. I think my group pulled him, but it's okay. They can handle him. Actually, I think it's only the mage that pulled him. The warrior that I grouped up with seems to be following me. Oh, look at this. Very nice. Big rare. The bigger the rare, the more loot, right? That's how it works. That's why the best baddie of all time is Ragnaros, because he's super big. Oh, this is gonna hurt. This is going to hurt. I'm disoriented. Don't do this to me, Blizzard. Alright, we're good here. I do have some... Oh, it's that fire elemental in the back that's doing this to me. This guy right here. The Inferno. I interrupted him. We should be able to do the rest of this pull just fine. I'm gonna focus on the Inferno. Maybe even try to... I'm gonna try to kill him first, because he is more annoying than the Yetin is. There it is. And then we've got a nice self-heal right here. Maybe it'll affect our mage too. I don't think so. Our mage is going down. Oh wait, I think the warrior went down too. Yeah, it's just me and this giant Yetin here, the Mountain Breaker. You've gotten a crab pet from those. Nice. Islands have been rude as hell to me. You have no idea they had cool loot. You're just over here like, getting nothing. You gotta kill the rares. If you don't kill the rares, Brittany, if you just like go through the island, and I did 3 weeks of islands live on stream every Friday, just doing as many as it took to get my weekly, and just doing the minimum, and I was doing the easy pulls, like pulling all the crocodiles, just pulling the normal mobs. I didn't get a single piece of loot for 3 weeks. Now that I've been doing this, and focusing on the rares, and depending on the phase, like the portals and the chests and what have you, now I'm starting to get good rewards. I've gotten transmog pieces, I've gotten non-combat pets, I've gotten mounts, so, or a mount rather. Shouldn't be saying I've gotten multiple mounts, but I've gotten one. So yeah, if you focus on the rares, that's where the money's at. I think I almost have a full set of the Murloc transmog. Although I'm trying to sell it, so I don't think I'll hold on to it very much. This island is like half of it I don't know how to access. I think I just have to water mount and like go around it. I do have a big tail right now, so what I'll do... This guy's halfway. Okay, we'll knock out this guy, take care of the tail I have, and hopefully that'll push us to phase 2, where we get an invasion on the shores, right? Now, I do have a lot of the fire elemental guys, so this might be a bad idea because of these disorients and the stuns I'm going to be getting and stuff like that. So it's kind of going to suck because of it. I also have a decent amount of like the bat-looking guys, and those guys do a night spray, and if you don't dodge it, it can hurt. Now, this isn't a heroic island, it is normal, so it should hit me for like maybe like 30% of my HP. Nothing crazy, but if I'm not careful, that could be all my HP. So we're still dealing with a lot of that tail that I had, right? I think we're okay after this, though. Nice. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. Alright, let's jump out over here. I'm probably going to water mount. Yeah, let me get my water mount, even though I might get tagged on the way. And we can go around the island. Hopefully we can find something along the shores. Along the shoreline. Let's see. I don't know how much there is on these islands. This volcano island normally doesn't have too much here. It's just that big island. The mage is so confused. The mage just said WTF. I don't think there's anything over here. Stop complaining and get good. Oh! Same fog thing. Alright, let's just go back. Let's go back. We forced the event. And what's up? Was that Bro? It is Bro. What's up, Bro? Alright. Same fog event. Now, the majority of the fog is way down. Like, there's... Okay, so you see this one... I think the mini-map is probably a little too hard to see. So there's one here. I'm going to just skip right through that and get to these three over here. So I'm not quite sure where Alliance is. Not sure where they're gonna be, but that's okay. We're just, or actually, I can just run right through it and pick up any rares that are there. Let's do that. With all of these fogs, yeah, there's one rare right here. Actually, that's a lot of loot, and there's one specific big chest here, so we'll stop. Big loot, I'll stop, man. Not bad. The bad thing is you have to do the war campaign again. Yeah, I haven't done the war campaign on all my tunes. After doing it twice, I was like, I'm okay on this. Did we loot all of the chests here? All the big ones. This one, there it is. Somebody else looted it. There's one more, but we'll be okay. That's another rare, the worm. But at this point, we have these really rare ghost ships out here, so we'll just do those instead of doing like the worms right now. I'd much rather get, I don't know, this ship as a mount, you know what I mean? Okay, any rares here? No rares here. Oh, I see a rare ahead. There should be one rare right here. There's one, and then let me go pick up the other one. There's another one right over here somewhere. I think that was it. Yeah, Soul Player. Okay, so we got 2 rares, and it should be an easy kill. The 2 times I've seen this event, which is, you know, live here, just the last time and this time, they've been pretty easy to kill. Now this guy is a rare elite. What's his name? The Tattered Sail. He is a rare elite, so he's going to take a little bit longer to take down, but should still go down relatively quickly. Where'd he go? I was like, where'd he go? Why is he gone? We're good. Just curious, when do you decide it's time to use big cooldowns? Ret, it depends. It depends. If I'm like raid tanking, I try to have something up at all times. Like, the new blocking system is really good at mitigating, right? So for me to use a big cooldown, I have to be out of charges of shield block. Here's the other chest pieces, right? This is the reason I backtrack. The reason I backtrack was these things. Get out of the way. So yeah, in order for me to have those, no rewards, I'm not getting anything. In order for me to have big cooldowns up, I need to not have any charges of shield block anymore. So that's one of the times I decide. I'm gonna see if this guy got anything. He says he has to leave, but I'm wondering if he got anything from that one. I really like that event. The fog in it. I actually legitimately enjoy that fog. You can't see what's in it. So yeah, in order for me to use like big cooldowns, what I basically aim for is to always be mitigating somehow. So if my shield block is down, then I'll use Last Stand to supplement it, and by the time Last Stand is down, by the time Last Stand wears off, then I'll have shield block back up, and I'll rotate to that. In order for me to use shield wall, I basically need to be in a period where I'm going to be taking high amounts of damage, and I don't have anything. I'm low on rage, shield block is gone, and Last Stand is gone, and that's when I use shield wall. That being said, if you run anger management, Last Stand goes from like a 2-minute cooldown to like a minute to a minute 15. Shield wall goes from a 4-minute to like a 2-minute cooldown. So if you have an average 6-minute fight, I would say 5 to 6 minutes is the average fight when you're doing progression. When you're on farm, it gets a lot shorter, but I'd say 5 to 6 minutes is an average progression fight. That means that you can use your shield wall 3 times during that fight if you run anger management and you're good at using your rage, right? Are you using shield wall 3 times? If you're not, if you have a 6-minute fight and you're not using it at least twice, use your cooldowns more. Find those periods where you're taking 15k plus damage taken per second as a prot warrior, and use your shield wall in that moment, especially if you're not using it. So in terms of like when and how you should use it, if you don't know when you're taking super high damage, look at the logs. Look at, oh, this guy had to leave. Okay. Can I join up when we split up? Sure, Bruiser. Here, I'll start a group. Island Expeditions, start a group. Doing things with rares and bears. Ah, it doesn't let me type in bears. Okay, Island Expeditions, normal. Yeah, cue it up. Hello, everyone. What's up, Andrew? How you doing? I remember you told us a keyboard shift right click and left click. How do you do that? You can't. You keybind shift right click and shift left click. No, I don't have, not shift right and left click. Shift and then the buttons on my mouse. So like this mouse has, you can see the separation here. There's one button here and one button here, and these two buttons have 4 different actions, one by just clicking it. So if I tab back into my game, if I just click it, you see my ignore pain going off in the middle of my bars, and then if I shift click it, thunderclap, right? The other one is going to be net. This is a new button that I'm using, and it doesn't have a shift component yet. But then I have these buttons on the side of the mouse too, these two, and those are going to have 2 different uses. So this is going to be charge. Shift click is shield wall. This one is shield slam, and then shift click is heroic throw. So not necessarily shift left and shift right click. Wait, Bruiser, what? I thought you were gonna be a tank in one of these. Is this you? Is this one of these guys you? This is gonna be the last island, by the way. It's the last thing I need for the weekly, and then we can do some rip keys. The only time you get FPS drops in Waycrest is when the guy shouts burn it. Do mobs ever de-aggro on islands? Only if you die, Jason. Only if you die. Renewed Vigor, there it is. I remember you linking this, Rhett. This is you, Rhett. So it isn't Bruiser. This is Rhett. But Bruiser, which one are you? I'd also like to do things with rares. Is this you? No, Pally, 1 second. Yeah, for sure, Bruiser. I'll wait for you. You've killed lots of rares. You didn't farm them by any means, but you saw them, you tagged them. Yeah. It's just one of those, like today, we've got nothing. Yesterday, I got the mount. Like, it's big. Especially if pirates are very cool. Is this one of you guys? Is one of you guys this guy? Mithranite? Just get one geared out tank, healer, and DPS. Just pull the whole island. Yes, you can absolutely do that. And yeah, bro, the Azrite Elite, I only kill it if I'm trying to push phase 2. But yeah, bro, I only do that Azrite Elite if I already scouted the rest of the island and there's no more rares, and at that point I'm just pushing Azrite, right? Here, I'll invite this guy. I think this might be one of you guys. I don't know. Fog for melee is nice, but range is annoying as hell. That's very true. Very true. Can't get into an 8 to 10 mythic at 356. It's a little low, that's why. 356 is a little low. 356, you should be doing about +5s to +6s. Yeah, item level 356. I understand that the reward hasn't fully like gotten to your scale yet, but for a 356, it's going to be difficult to try to get into a +10 for sure. Love your weak ores, man. Do you have any for arms and fury as well? I have some that I use personally for arms, but they're not done. They're not done. Plump chicken. Go ahead and just call you plump chicken. I can get you my arms weak auras. Let me show you my arms weak auras. See if you like them. Let me hide the prot ones. These are my arms weak auras. So it shows you when you're in defensive stance, shows you when you have execute, and you have enough rage for it, hamstring duration. All of these aren't up 100%, right? So I can get you some of these if you are interested in them. But again, they're not done, man. But if you want them, plump chicken, here, let me export them for you regardless. Export to a string. Let me get you a paste bin. Is that Gruiser? Because I hear LFG pinging me. Alright, plump chicken. Here you go, my friend. If you would like to use those. Is this you? Pally. No, Pally. Wait, I'm waiting for you. Doing rares and bears. It didn't fit. It didn't fit. Hey, he's undead. He don't care. He likes the first. It's because, okay, there's been a few people who have their Mythic Plus key, and they're asking to like link him special things to get into the group, and I think it's a little ridiculous. So what I'll type in the description normally, and maybe if one of you guys are ever doing an LFG and you see someone type this in, it might be me on an alt. What I normally type in is, I once punched a bear with a smaller bear, and I probably don't get invited. So 5 through 7, yeah, Adventure Night. I would say in that area. Until you break 360, then it's going to be hard for you to get into a 10. 19 buttons? Yeah, get the 19 button mouse. So what Brittany did is she bought one of those like soft jelly keyboards on Amazon, and she took a mouse and she taped the keyboard around the mouse, and now she has a keyboard mouse. 19 buttons on a mouse. If you finish them, let us have them. Love your content. Being a warrior main. Yeah, plump at... I almost... Oh, man. Oh, debated by your name. Plump chicken. As soon as I finish them, I'll let you... or I'll put out a video with them fully finished. But for now, you can have those. They're work in progress, though. Have to go get some ribs for you? Yeah, for sure, Rhett. For sure. Plump chicken is an excellent name. Yeah, dude. That's... man, that's a good name. It's a good name. It gives me a lot of laughs, man. Had this name for forever. Dude, are any of your tunes named that? Gruiser, my man, where are you? Are you still there? Are you okay? Did something happen? Did you try to boot WoW and everything died? That was great. I love you, Plumpy Chicken. All of them, all of your tunes are named Plump Chicken. Are you a boomkin? Because if you're not a boomkin, then I don't see why your main warrior is. Alright, you also need a boomkin named Plump Chicken. My game killed itself twice? Dude. I'm like, where is this guy? I'm waiting for a prop alley. I see other tanks and I'm like, wait, is that? No, prop alley, prop alley. I also have, like, I'm also working on weak auras for my mage. I've been playing my mage a little bit more. Those are for sure. Those are, like, very much in a state of not working right now. You guys can see I copy paste for my warrior, right? So I have, like, Mortal Strike. It's for a mage. But I've got, like, Frozen Orb. I have buff times. I have the poly. But still a work in progress. Just a lot of different little things happening. Hey Beth, will I be doing lower keys with viewers anytime soon? Kodachi, I'm waiting for the Prot Warrior rework. Kodachi, if they give us a little bit more self-sustain, yes. TLDR, if they give us more self-sustain, yes. I would like to do lower keys with you guys. But it's going to be very difficult if, like, in the state that warriors are in right now, I can't heal myself, right? So let's say you just got a brand new alt healer, or you just got back into the game, you're lower item level, you don't know the boss fight, you're a healer, and you die early in a boss fight. it's basically impossible for me right now to carry you through the rest of that boss fight because I have no self-healing. So all I can do is die slower, right? As a Prot warrior, I can increase the time that it takes to kill me. That's basically what I can do right now. So they are gonna rework it. I see you. They are gonna rework it, so I'm waiting for the rework. And if we get that self-sustain, it'll be easier. If we don't get that self-sustain, then it might be one of those things where it's like, as much as I'd love to. Oh, this other guy went offline. That's fine. We can get one pug. So yeah, I'm waiting for the Prot warrior rework. Hopefully we get some self-sustain, so a little bit of self-healing. If not, I'll probably get another class up there. I have a druid ready to go, and druids do have some self-healing, so maybe that. We'll see. What? You have a 395? I think the highest I have is 380. No, 375. 375 is my highest. I haven't gotten... Oh, no, I did get a 380 this week. 380 weapon. You will forever be on the lookout for seeing a plumpy chicken. Oh, man. You want to get a mouse with a ton of buttons, but you feel like you won't be able to adjust. Current mouse has 8 extra buttons, but 2 are poorly positioned. Jason, I just got this Logitech G502, and I like it so far. It's got within reach 6 buttons. Yeah, 6 buttons within reach. I'm using 5 of them, but I also use a shift modifier key, so those 5 turn into 10. You went from a regular 2-button mouse to your 19. It took you about a week to get used to it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm a healer, so you need to use the mouse. You actually would love to be able to use the ton button. Yeah. Blizz should let us keybind shift right and left click. That would be interesting. What would you bind him to? Shift left click. That's kind of weird. But you can get used to it. I mean, you can get used to anything in this game. Alright. Mistweaver for life. I have not tried healing on a Mistweaver. Doing mouse over with keyboards was not cutting it. Yeah. I honestly, I would say that right now, I feel like healing is the hardest job in the current state of the game. I honestly feel like it is. I feel like Mythic Plus, like every Mythic Plus affix. Oh, I've never seen that rare. Huh. So I feel like every Mythic Plus affix falls back on the healer. No matter what it is, it's going to end up being a healer affix. Quaking, you can get interrupted, but if everyone fails, they're going to take a ton of damage. Even if they don't fail, 20% of their HP is going away. Grievous, for sure, healing affix. Even Skittish, even though it's a tank affix, if the tank can't hold aggro, it's going to become a healer affix because DPS is going to pull threat, and then they're going to start dying. They're going to start like getting 2 and 3 shot, and it's going to be the healer's fault if he doesn't heal through it. So I feel like in the state of the game right now, every single time there's a new mechanic, every single time there's a new affix, it always falls back on the healer. And I think it would be nice if there was a change in like the raid, right? Like raid right now is fire here, fire there, this ad, that ad, interrupt this, interrupt that, and if you don't, you get punished by taking HP from you, right? You take an HP hit. Wouldn't it be cool? I mean, it probably wouldn't be cool. I don't think a lot of people would like this, but some healers would like it. Wouldn't it be cool if there was like a mechanic, let's say an old deer, instead of like mother after she's sanitizing strikes throws fire on the ground, everybody has to dodge it. What if there was a fire on the ground, but instead of doing damage to you and instead of becoming a healer mechanic, what if instead it nerfed your damage done by 50% for like 20 seconds? So now you're punishing DPSers and not punishing the healer as a result of the failure of the DPS to react. But yeah, there's a few things that I feel like they could do, but I think right now most things fall back on healers. These guys are not necessarily considered rares but they can give pets. So even though these these elites don't have the rare unit frame or don't have a rare like a unique name or anything like that, these guys do give pets. They are a rare chance to spawn on the island is what they are. So definitely do them if you see them. Also the gorillas. If you see gorillas, gorillas are a rare chance to spawn in any island, so go ahead and kill those. Even though they don't have rare names, they don't have like the rare unit frame or anything like that, they definitely do have a loot table. Get the Logitech G602. It has 6 buttons on the left side and it's amazing. I just got this 502, so hopefully I don't have to switch mice anytime soon, right? I've had it for about 2 weeks now. So my hope is that this one actually lasts me my lifespan that I would like to see is 1.5 to 2 years, but we'll see. I don't think there's another rare up here. Nope. Any rare here? No, just a quest, right? Yeah, just a quest. Did this guy dismount? He did dismount. He's a healer. Okay, he's gonna need a little bit of help surviving this, so let's just help. You had a G700S with 4 side buttons, but you broke it. The mouse I just had before this G502 broke in about 3 months, so that kind of sucked. So the reason I bought this one was mostly out of necessity, but also because of recommendation. Actually, Brawlgarth, who was in here in the chat, was like, I recommend getting this one. Healing on the Mistweaver right now is super nice. You like the changes? Huh, I'm gonna need to try it. The only type of healing I've tried in BFA is just healing while leveling, which, you know, it's not going to have the full impact of actual... Oh, nice. I see the rare. It's not going to have the full impact because the time you get the impact is once level 120 scaling actually starts and once you lose your legendaries, right? Like, I've done a little bit of healing on my Paladin. That being said, my Paladin was pretty well geared. Is level 111 or 112. Still has legendaries, so that's not a good look at healing in terms of healing in this expansion. You gotta hit 120. You gotta start doing like at least Mythic +3s, +4s, and that's when you start seeing the impact and feeling it. My favorite you suck healer moment this week was you were doing a Mythic 0 Snake, and they were yelling at you to heal during the minus 200% healing because you weren't doing enough. What? They were yelling at you while there was minus 200% healing? You love healing. You bind heal spells to keyboard with your left hand. Mouse binds are for things like roll, ring of peace. Oh, nice. I keep my core rotation, I keep on my mouse. And then all of the other stuff that can have a little bit of a delay, I'll keep on the keyboard. I'm the only one here, right? Yeah, I don't know where the healer is. And yeah, Gruiser did the... We're doing the split up thing where he is also handling something else. Portal here, top right, bird mount. Whoa, oh, there's the cannon. I see it. I see the cannon. The cannon portal. Please don't die. Please don't die. Nice. It's one of those things where it's like heroic leap. Please work the way you're supposed to. Don't kill me now. Alright, portal time. It's an interesting portal. But it's a portal. Charge? Charge? Alright. Pirate Rare. Now, we're getting really close to the end here. So, Gruiser, if you can hear this, don't loot anything too crazy. We're going to loot the chest up here for this pirate. It's going to be close to the end. I think we're going to hit 5.8 and change. Yeah, 5.83. And that's it. Alright, Gruiser, you can knock out whatever you need. This portal has a cooldown between people clicking it. Alright, and just by killing these guys, these elites... Oh, here's a rare. He's a rare. Right? No, it's not a rare. Okay. Alright, Gruiser, whatever you find, knock it out. There it is. I got nothing. Today was no good for islands, man. Or you worry about killing things, I'll worry about not letting things kill you. For healing? Yeah. Alright. 22, I hit 23. And no Azurite pieces unlocked. What's up, Zach House? How you doing, man? The mana dump is real with the Mistweavers. Will the rare gorillas start playing Feel Good Inc. or Clint Eastwood if you find them? If they're rare, they're going to play Clint Eastwood. If they're not rare, they'll follow you and start the intro sequence to White Light. And it can actually be pretty terrifying when you have about 10 or 15 silverbacks chasing you, just whispering that beginning to White Light. So, you know. But if they are rare, they do they go full Clint Eastwood, man. You're happy that you went for Blood Elf? Arcane Torrent is so helpful? Yes. Even though it got nerfed, they completely tuned the dungeons around the nerf. You miss Arcane Torrent? You really like the Void Elf 8%? Oh. Void Elves look cool, but unfortunately they're on the wrong faction. Just keep chugging while you can. Is it bad to start the poll with Avatar and Last Stand? I would suggest starting a poll with Avatar, Demoralizing Shout, and saving Last Stand for later. Avatar and Demoralizing Shout, if you run Booming Voice, give you enough rage to do shield block, and shield block is more than enough, right? So blocking right now depends on your shield, right? Blocking is going to be about 40%. It depends on your item level, but blocking is going to be around 40%. That's when DRs start getting a little bit heavier. Or that's when DRs in the current raid tier start hitting. The really, really heavy DRs come at about 60%, but you should be around 40%. So imagine popping shield wall is 40% reduction. So when you start a pull, you can Avatar Demo Shout into a regular shield block, and your blocking is doing about 40%. So as long as you're keeping all the mobs in front of you, and as long as they're actually meleeing, then that means that you're mitigating a really, really nice chunk of the damage that's going out on you. So I would suggest starting out the pull that way. If you do pop Last Stand at the beginning of your pull, which you can do, don't use shield block, because you pop Last Stand with Bolster, increases your block by 100%, and that's all that your shield block does too. Like, your shield block has nothing else to it, right? Causing you to block. So if you do both of them, you're wasting your kit. Don't do both of them. So Taki, I hope that helps. You can start with either one, but I would suggest starting with shield block. They both do the same thing, except Last Stand also gives you more HP. Oh, nice. The tank kept telling you to stop healing and to group up and heal the Avatar, or would it be here all day? Oh, man. Yeah, they gotta take the Hexers first. Just leave your Jade statue on the Avatar to make them feel better. They'll never know. That's very true. That is very, very true, actually. What do I think about the Prot Warrior buffs? Onur, they're okay. They're a step in the right direction. They're not going to change anything a crazy amount. They're not going to change the way you play. They're not going to make us go for... They're not going to make us go from the bottom of the tanking list to like the top or the middle or anything like that. So the Prot Warrior buffs are nice. They're a step in the right direction. But we definitely need a rework of our kit and of our abilities. That's going to be the big thing that we need that wasn't addressed. So it's nice. I was sitting at like 365 item level or so, and I had less than 200,000 HP. I now have more than 200,000 HP, so it's nice to be in the 200k club. But besides that, I think we need a lot more help. Alright, so I'm just also labeling the VOD. Not that good, actually. Stayed home from work today because you have a cold and you think you'll need to find a new guild. Well, Zach, are you main tanking right now? Brit should have Lust, Pot, Flask, Food Raid buff, and heal the Avatar. Epic, you forgot that she should also drop a hammer to help us all repair by the time we get there. They are on the wrong faction. Oh, man. You can't decide on what tank to main this expansion. Normally Blood, but you don't like it currently. You feel too squishy on your Prot Warrior. Tristan, I like my Brewmaster Monk as well, although I like my Warrior more. And the more I play my Warrior on high keys, the more I seem to like my Warrior as well. Finding the little things really helps out. But Monks are also in a really good place. Thank you, by the way. Wait, what? What? I didn't. Oh, you're from a different realm. Got it. I appreciate it, man. The funny thing about people trash talking in TOS is that a monk is probably the best class to have healed avatar. The people are just gonna, you know, start that way. You're starting the poll like that because you want to pick aggro quickly without worrying about the rage for shield block. So Taki, you can here's normally before a pull what I do. So before a pull, I normally pop Avatar before I even charge in. So before a pull, also shield block is not on the global cooldown, by the way. So you can use shield block at any moment while also doing other things. So you Avatar before, you charge, demo, and then it's I got stunned by that guy, but you can instantly throw on that shield block when you throw on that demo shout. So let me just try to eat a whole bunch of rage here and like use it up so that I can get demo shout back up and show you. Come on, just eat all the rage. Alright, so demo shout is back up, Avatar is on half cooldown, and then I'll be able to show you. I'll go the other way because the other way the guys don't they don't charge stun. But you can pop Last Stand. It is off the global cooldown, which does help out when it comes to your opening rotation. Avatar is almost off of cooldown. Nice. Should be off of cooldown in a few seconds here. 3 seconds. Okay. So I'll pull over here. So what you can do is pop Avatar, charge, and then demo and shield block at the same moment. So you see I have shield block up now, and I'm already Avatar thunderclapping, right? I've got demo shout, I've got thunderclap. I use both of my charges of shield block. I have a ton of extra rage. I'm sitting at 100, right? I overcapped by about 3 there because I didn't want to use a global on ignore pain at that moment. But yeah, you can Avatar before you charge. Charge is a 2/3 global cooldown. So charge has a lower global cooldown. It's not a full 1.5 seconds. I believe charge is 1. I could be wrong. It could be 0.5. But you Avatar, charge, demo shout, and shield block in the same global cooldown. You do them both together. What is my highest level key this week? I've gotten a 2+9s done this week. I haven't gotten a +10 done this week. You got a 350 item level on your Prot Warrior today. You know we're messed up, but you love Prot Warrior. Gnome, I love my Prot Warrior too. I love it too, man. You're thinking of swapping to your Prot Pally? Tristan, yeah. Prot Pallies are in a very, very solid place right now. They have decent self-healing. Not amazing. Decent. A good survival toolkit. And what makes them really cool is the ability to pick stuff up. Oh, nice. You got this from Islands. That's a really cool looking pet. That is a very cool looking pet. Yeah, so Prot Pally also have that full kit, right? So let's say like I managed to down Heroic Zul the other day, right? On Tuesday. So on that one, I died a little bit early, and my co-tank is a Prot Paladin. So he took his stacks ran to a corner, bubbled, and then took another 3 stacks. I went down, so he was able to finish the last, like, I don't know how much percent of that encounter without me because of the toolkit that a prop paladin provides, right? You can also pick up stuff like Blessing of Spell Warding. You have that bubble. You also have Blessing of Protection. So on that Zool fight for prop warriors, you are gonna feel like you're just dying the whole time with 3 stacks of debuff. Having a prop pally, or having any pally really with Blessing of Protection, really helps out. But that toolkit is super helpful. I've had a few times where my pally co-tank will lay on hands me. Like, let's say we had on progression a healer go down. Overall healing is a little bit low. He knows when I'm taking damage. So let's say he taunts off and I have stacks that are ticking down on me. He could lay on hands me. So prop paladins have a lot of utility. You just need to build yourself to be able to see those moments and to be able to take advantage of those moments. If you play a prop paladin and you're brand new to it, it's going to be hard for you to be able to see that. But prop paladins are very strong, Tristan. Get that empty trade. I got it, man. I got it. Do we get Zandalari after completing the Siege of Zuldazar? I think we get Zandalari very, very soon. The Demo Shout, but Demo Shout is on the global. Yes, Taki, it is on the global, but Charge is on a half global. So when you charge, your global cooldown is up faster than when you reach the target. It's a little hard to see. So, like, let's say I'm gonna charge this guy right here, right? Before I even hit him, my cooldown is up. So I can actually Demo Shout and have it not hit him. So if I like Demo Shout way back here, oh, it hit him, but it didn't hit this guy. So I Demo Shouted, even though that guy was standing next to him, I Demo Shouted about here, right? This is about the edge of the range. So even though Demo Shout is on the global cooldown, Charge is on a small global. It's on a lesser global. So you should be able to avatar. Get out of here, guy. You should be able to avatar and hit the Demo Shout and the shield block. They're going to be able to get about 1 melee off on you. About 1. So my Demo Shout is up in 3 seconds. I'll show you. So avatar, charge, demo, and instantly block. He was able to get 1 melee off on me. And so when we talk about bosses or anything else like that, that's going to be the same, right? So you can pop Last Stand if you want to on the opener, but I don't think it's necessary. But it's not a bad move. It's not a complete incorrect move. You can be more efficient by using shield block instead, is what I'm trying to say. From what you last read, the Alliance races aren't confirmed for 8.1. They're not. I don't think they are confirmed for 8.1, but they did say there was a blue post saying that the only thing you needed for the allied races was like exalted with whatever. So like Zandalari, it would be exalted with them, and for the Colterians, it would be exalted with the Colterian humans. And they said that they weren't going to add a new rep when they came out. They were like, just get exalted with the new campaign, finish your war I think you have to finish your war campaign, and then you're good. Like you can get all of the prerequisites for Zandalar and Colterian done now. They said we're not going to add new stuff. Are you actually anticipating a Prot Warrior change in 8.1? Gregory, yes, because in the PTR, they removed Prot Warrior Mastery. So, Prot Warrior Mastery of Critical Block, in the PTR, it is gone. It's gone. So, there was also a blue post that they said, we know Prot Warriors are in a bad place right now. We are going to do something about it. Like, they recently redid a lot of changes for Shamans. They said, hey, you know what? Shamans are in a bad place. Let's look at them first. They looked at the Shamans. They did a lot of changes. They're not completely implemented and gone through yet. They need more people to test out the new talent points and stuff like that. But they said the same thing about Prot Warriors. So it was Shaman at the top of their list, and then Prot Warriors are second, and that was addressed, and Mastery is gone. So we're seeing a rework. It's happening. What's up, Ian? You got Gahoon down to 1.9% before everyone left. Why would everybody leave on a 1.9? What? Caught another stream. What's up, Kovdova? It's more into story progression. We're not there yet. That and the old god. That's what the old god Ian said. Yeah, Ian is the old god, man. Proudmoore Admiralty for Kulturian humans. There you go. I haven't played the Alliance since the beta, so I don't remember it. Alright, guys. I'm going to take a quick bio break. I'll be right back in like a minute or two. And we'll do some Mythic Plus keys. So, done with the islands. Let's get some Mythic Plus keys done. And we're back. Alright, time for some rib keys. Oh, man. Alright, Groover. I gotta go, man. I gotta go. Time for some rib keys, my friend. Oh, man. Okay. What keys? What keys to run? Underrot, Toll de Gore, Siege. We tried a Toll de Gore earlier on Wednesday. It didn't end well. Let's redeem that Toll de Gore key. +9. He doesn't have a group at all, though. This guy is full group. Looking for tanks, smiley face. Do you accept prot warriors? Is that okay? Not everybody wants a prot warrior. Rib key, break them bones. I hope not. Freehold. Did we do a freehold? No, we didn't, right? Are we going to be refunded the time? Like 2-minute refund? Sure, we can do that. What's the green circle that appears every time you charge? Is it heroic leap? Yes, Taki. I have one macro that I use on my warrior, just the one, and the one macro is this right here. /cast intercept and /cast heroic leap. So the same button that I use for a charge is also the same button that I use for heroic leap. So that one button is basically a gap closer for me, right? So if I'm trying to charge, let me use both of my charges. Come over here, Mr. Gulper. So there's one charge, there's two charges. So like right now I no longer have a charge, right? So if I'm trying to charge someone and I'm clicking my charge move, it's not going to charge, and I can instead get the heroic leap icon up. So charge means I want to move, right? I want to get out of the way. I want to move to a different location. So to me, I have a button that does charge and heroic leap all at once. So if I don't have any more charges of charge, that's kind of weird. If I don't have any more charges of charge, heroic leap comes up. So yeah, that's the one key bind. That's the one macro I have. Plus 10 Toll to Gore with an infested Toll to Gore. Oh, that's so terrible and disgusting, but we want a rip key, right? They don't accept prot warriors. That plus 9. They're probably still gonna. Oh, they did fill up. They got a different person in there. There's a plus 7. There's this plus 9, 800 plus IO, and that's why he's not getting any bites. Someone go throw a dancing bomb on him. Oh, there was someone who could have definitely done that. Some priest go pull him into the water. That would have taken a long time. The raid leader is going to stop raiding for a while due to increased work. Everything just kind of went downhill. No one liked the new raid lead. Yeah. Sounds bad, man. I'm sorry. Are you tanking, Zach? At least his dead thing is living up to what he does in real life, not moving an inch. Ouch. Ouch. I'm gonna get a walking treadmill next. And I'm gonna measure how many times I can walk around Azeroth. I don't even want to apply to an 800 plus. That group is gonna take forever to form. Okay, no Toll to Gore. Somebody said Freehold. Let's see Freehold. Any plus 9s? Plus 9. Hey, do you guys adopt prot warriors in this Freehold run? I'm seeing a bunch of other keys. Why? Is it just people queuing up in the wrong area? Probably. Plus 8, plus 8. What's my realm, Gruiser? My realm is Dalaran. Sorry, I had to think about it. I've realm transferred a lot recently, and I still play on different realms. Nice. Plus 8 Freehold. Maybe we can like 2 or 3 chest it. Who's the random guy stalking him? He needs a restraining order. It was Gruiser. It was Gruiser. He wanted to do an island, and I had 1 island left, and he wanted to split up and do the 2 tank strategy, and that actually it worked out. It was very, very fast farming. And just 2 tanks doing independent parts of the island hunting rares. It did work out. Do something really hard and Underrot plus 3. Do something really difficult. Go solo old deer. Do it now. Underrot plus 3, man. The lower the key, the lower the pug. And left. Ah, nerds. It's one of those things where like I log onto my monk and I'm like, time to gear up my monk. Let's go live the pug life. Let's go jump into a key. And with my monk, I'm jumping in from mythic 2s to 4s. 2 to 4, maybe a 5. And I swear the groups, I just wipe fest, man. Every time. It takes like an hour per key. Plus 3 is mathematically impossible. That's a really nice idea to do that. Cool, Taki. Yeah, that's the one macro I have. The other macro I have is for arms, which is my charge is cast charge, cast heroic leap, because it's no longer called intercept, because you go arms, and it also has a cancel or a blade storm on it. So let's say I'm DPSing this mob right here, and then all of a sudden there's a mob over here that needs my attention, needs to get interrupted. I will click on that mob and spam click charge. Once will cancel my blade storm. The second time will lead to a charge, and then I can pummel, you know, do whatever I need to do, stun, fear, whatever it is to interrupt them. So those are the two macros I really have on my Prot Warrior. There's a lot of people that like the cast on mouse heroic leap. I'm not crazy about it because heroic leap doesn't always work that way, right? There's a lot of like little weird elevations and invisible walls that you have to worry about. So if I always cast it where my mouse is clicking, it won't always necessarily get there, right? Like I could be stuck spamming it here and I wouldn't know unless I had the targeting circle and I see how the wall is positioned and how weird things are. So I don't like the mouse over or cast out mouse macro one, but there's a lot of people that do like that one. They should give us back Legion Prot Warrior and we'll be top tanks. I agree. If I could top the healing charts again, that'd be fantastic. I'd be the best at mitigating all the damage. Dots, melee, casting, whatever it is, magic damage, anything. I can mitigate it all. They should give us back, yeah. And with a modest contribution of 5 copper, you can help this undead Prot Warrior live another Mythic Plus. It's very true. I'm all bony. You know what I realized the other day? Okay, let me dismount so I can show you guys here. Not only do I have this effect where my bones pop up, right? My spine pops up. They deliberately, Blizzard deliberately has a different model of capes where there's a hole in the cape. So you see these bones aren't just clipping through, right? They're not just coming through. The cape has a hole where my spine is. You see, you can see right through it, right? You can see right through. You can see like where my arm is and stuff. Capes on undeads have a hole in the back. You can see my chest piece right there. You can see the water. There is a different model for capes for undeads to show off their spines where there is a hole. There is a section missing of your cape specifically to show everybody like, yeah, that's right. I've got all my vertebrae. That's right. You like those discs? The only macro you have cast Demo and Avatar. But those are on the both on global cooldown. So you need a cast. You have a cast sequence. And Berserking, because I'm a troll. That's true. Berserking is actually really nice. And off the global. Get out of here with your top healing. I can't do it anymore, Brittany. I can't. I sit there. I'm like, I'm lower than DK tanks now. I don't know what's going on. In Legion, I used to be able to beat DK tanks. I used to be able to out heal them. Not anymore. I live the sad life now. Every healing spell in a macro on your bar is that mouse over life. Yes. If you're a healer, you either need a healing add-on or mouse over macros. I 100% agree. You could still beat him even at the end of Legion. You just have to use all your mana. It was a race. All I have to say is, in order to beat me on the healing meters, Fellhounds was the perfect fight. Other fights, yeah, I couldn't do a million healing per second. Other fights, it was more like 500 to 700. So you could beat me on the other fights. But Fellhound was just like the perfect fight for me to maximize my rage from damage taken and to use all of that into healing. So for Fellhounds, it was very difficult to beat a Prot Warrior for healing. Left your back unprotected. That's why as a Prot Warrior, you never give your back to the mobs. That is why you have exposed discs. You ever been karate chopped on one of your vertebrae discs? You don't want that. Just like healing the last boss in the Snake Temple. Oh man, if only I could ignore paying him. There's a thunderstorm going on in game. Do you guys hear the thunder? Lower than monks? I know, man. Demon Hunter over here. Jose, your healing is pretty damn good, man. It's a whole lot of notifications, Mr. Phone. Will Zandalari trolls be good races? I think so. I mean, they're gonna look awesome, right? You're gonna have the Ninja Turtle feet, and that's all you need, man. If you have Ninja Turtle feet, you're set. Random. Okay, I'll let you guys read it. Where is this? You see that last message? Lightning has my dog scared, so he's hiding under my desk, which would be fine, except his farts smell like rotting pumpkins. Knowing the smell of rotting pumpkins and having your dog fart out the smell of rotting pumpkins. All right. LFG, you never fail to surprise me. Never fail to surprise me. Plus, Freehold plus, it's a Freehold 8. You just need the Ninja Turtle shell cape. Look, if all you do is equip the thing from, the shield from Wailing Caverns. Shield from, wait, I should have it. It should be before. Here you go. Zandalari Troll. And then you get the ninja shell right here, the turtle shell. You're gonna be able to look like a ninja turtle. All right, let's get some summons. Sorry. You ended up with Brewmaster as a tank for old deer. It's pretty good for raiding. Yeah, Zach, I 100% agree, man. Brewmasters are in a very, very, very good place. Okay, I was gonna say that guy needs to dismount. Can't see anything. I'm not even sure if I repaired. Do you play warrior DPS at all? If yes, which spec? TJ, I do, and I play arms. So my first like 10, my first keys of pushing like above like 8s and 9s, my 9s and 10s basically. The first few keys I did were as an arms warrior because it was me and my co-tank. So I did them as arms. And I still go arms every now and then. If there's not enough people online in the guild and they need DPS, I will go arms. I do decent DPS as arms. I'm not crazy competitive and like amazing at arms. But I can maintain, I'd say like 8k to 9k DPS. Single target, and then cleave on arms is insane. Good luck holding threat on an arms warrior. Bet you're gonna do that now. Ninja Turtle. Arms, smashy boom boom, yeah. Arms is so crazy at AoE DPS that every now and then, if I'm going to go crazy on the deeps, I'll tell the tank like, I'm gonna wait like 5 to 6 seconds on purpose. I'm just gonna be chilling over here in the corner, and once I feel like you establish threat, then I'll jump in, and I still probably pull threat. But that's just, it has less to do with me as an arms warrior and more to do with just arms warrior in general. They just generate an insane amount of threat. Avatar, Warbreaker, Bladestorm, nothing's gonna hold that. Kind of wish it rained this week. We were waiting for a hurricane all week and it never got here. Never a single drop of water. It was supposed to rain on Wednesday, I think, for us, and it didn't. Nothing happened. I was also looking forward to the rain, and it just didn't happen. Do you still pull the mobs as arms too? Yeah. Oh no, I don't pull. I pull threat, but I wait. I specifically wait. Like, even if all I'm gonna do is sweeping strikes, I'll wait like, I'd say I wait about 2 globals. I'm like, cool, 2 globals, establish your AoE threat, get one decent cleave in there, you should be able to hold. For the most part, waiting 2 globals is fine. When it's skittish week and you do big pulls, there's nothing you can do against an arm warrior. I don't know what this mage is waiting for. Mage said wait up. Am I in South Cal? Yes, Zach, I'm in SoCal. Yeah, so I guess we were waiting for the same rain, Zach. Waiting for the exact same rain. It was supposed to be Wednesday night, right? Over the course of Wednesday night, nothing happened, man. A few gray skies. I heard a little bit of wind turbulence. That was it. Oh, Orange Jesus just went away. It got really dark, didn't it? Yeah, I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I was glad I wasn't streaming yesterday. Yesterday, I was getting all that island footage, and while I was getting it, the light out of here was just shifting completely. was crazy. All right. Hit ready check. Ready check. Yeah, my bad. Whoops. We have a demon hunter too, so he probably wants to pre-meta. So let's do that. He's the leader, so he has the key.
5.
San Diego right here. Nice.
4, 2, 1.
All right. This week is skittish and bolstering. I don't want to over bolster. I was gonna do 2 pulls at once, but having an enforcer or a mastiff with like 5 stacks of bolster wouldn't be a good time. So use up both of my charges of shield block. At this point, I'm just gonna pop last stand because this pull does hurt more than the other ones because of stuff like the mastiffs. They do that ferocious bite. They basically enrage, right? And I don't know if my healer druid is soothing them. Hopefully he is, but just in case he's not, you know, I'll knock him out myself. I'll just make sure I have something up. All right. Also, before you chain pull, like that one, I want to chain pull, right? But before you actually get any chain pull going, you have to guarantee that the last mob died. So as much as you can prepare for the next pull, don't do it while you're still in combat. You'll get 1 extra stack of bolstering, and if you keep doing that over the course of the key, it's going to add up to a few seconds here, a few seconds there, and you could lose a timer chest by just early pulling and pulling all the trash with 1 extra stack of bolstering is just going to basically add like an extra level to your key. So instead of doing like a +8, it's going to be like a +9. It's going to add those extra seconds, which seconds are very, very critical when it comes to Mythic Plus keys. You saw rain in LA maybe once in 2 years that you were there. The one thing that happens very, very rarely in LA is hail. I want to say the last time we had hail out here was about 1.5 to 2 years ago, something like that. But yeah, hail is the one that's super uncommon. Rain isn't that common either. But yeah, hail is the one that I'm like, that one, seeing that is pretty damn cool. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna pull these guys all the way through and LOS them so that they follow me, and we can, I was gonna say so we can avoid the pats. Nope, somebody pulled them. So this is going to suck, and this is going to do a lot of damage, and we're probably going to wipe, but we'll see. We'll see if we can actually knock some of it out. If we can eliminate some of this pull, that'd be nice. But probably, we're not gonna. For sure, we won't live. This is too much. But we can try to. Oh, this is where I go down. I got stuck on that tree and that all that crap on the ground. Yeah, I don't know who pulled that, but it's a wipe. This is a pug. Why would you expect to avoid pats? You are correct, Brittany. I don't know why. I have faith. So yeah, oh man, they pulled the pats all the way over here, really? Alright guys, look, if you just like charge here, hug the wall, hug the boardwalk here, you'll be fine, right guys? Right, everyone? Hey, I think everybody made it. Oh no, they didn't. It's the mage. It's the mage. I saw it that time. All right. I'm gonna try to stay alive, but I don't have cooldowns anymore. Oh, my healer's dead. It's just me and myself. Okay, you guys wanted a rip key. Here it is. I wonder. Oh man. Okay, well, everybody's saying it's not them, even though I saw who the mobs were targeted to before I picked up aggro. Okay, I'm not gonna pull that. That's bolster. So we have to wait for those pats to go away. Let's just get the pat and save time. Not like that. That's going to be 6 mobs, 6 bolsters going out. So now I can. Let's do that. Okay. So not ideal. That's already 2 wipes, which is going to eliminate a decent amount of time when it comes to getting this key done in time. But we can certainly try. Probably won't end up too well. All right. Will the other pat get pulled? Find out on the next episode. Look. Oh, it's the druid. Oh man. Okay. We can try to get like a CC going on some of these things, but yeah, this is not gonna end well. Hey, at least we found out who it was. Alright, so in order to even complete the rest of this key, we're gonna have to overpull. So now that we know, oh, leads left. That's a rip key, guys. Let's jump out. The venom can hit me and actually cancel my heartstone. That's a rip key. That was 4 wipes, right? I think that was 4 wipes immediately. Wow. That was a quick rip key. We went from like nice islands and getting things done to just the most terrible rip key. That was pull number 4. We didn't get past pull number 4. Wow. Okay. I guess it happens sometimes. Okay, let's find another rip key. Whoever said Freehold, you got your rip key, man. Shame the druid. Yeah, you could tell the druid that 58 people watched him pull the extra. No, that's a bannable offense. That is selling a +10. Hey, how much? I'm just kidding. +9 Temple of Seth. Hey, I like the description. I don't like joining those kind of groups. I'm not gonna lie to you. +9 Motherload. Let's see if they want a prot warrior. How hard is it for the Demon Hunter to CC? Oh man. They want the rip key status real quick. They really did. You got proven correct. You really did, nerds. You really did. You did Freehold with your guild once, and someone said you didn't have to pull all the mobs after the bridge where the last boss is. You don't have to pull them all. No, you can skip them. And it also depends on your a rallying cry does not heal you. It extends your health. Yes, it gives you more health. It depends on your group comp too, nerds. If you have a warlock, you can skip a lot more of that trash as well. Ask a weatherman for a refund and a waste of time for the rain. Yes, I agree. We should. I was waiting for it, man. Rip God here. Rip keys in session. You guys. Man, admitting you're wrong is impossible. Yeah, everybody said I didn't pull anything. All right, buddy. Okay, all right. I can see where the aggro is. All right, so that +9 does not want a prot warrior. You guys want rip keys? King's Rest. Part of me hopes that the King's Rest says no. King's Rest +9. That's terrible. The classy body pull. You saw it? He just went full cheetah and ran right into them. Full cheetah. You think after 2 failed attempts they would know how to hug the wall? I don't think he realized that he was pulling, because people were picking up the threat. Like the mage threw down a ring of frost, and then I picked up the rest of them. Since they didn't automatically just like hit him and kill him, I don't think he realized it. He could go kitty too. He could have, but he just went full cheetah, man. Fastest rib key NA, 4th pull, maybe. It might be. I got really bright now. You see this lighting? RNGesus. What are you doing, man? Oh, that was a quick key. Here. Anything else? A tall +9. I already have a tank. A tall +9 would have been nice. Waycrest +10. Rip? This is 100% the tank's fault. He should be pulling the entire dungeon himself. Allow the healer to sit down and relax while the tank self-heals themselves. Also, the bolstering stacks shouldn't get that high. He should be able to pull the whole dungeon while canceling the stacks. Because, you know, as a prot warrior, he can spell reflect the bolstering stacks and actually get them himself. This guy's ridiculous. Didn't even touch a boss. Nope. Didn't even summon the first boss. We didn't even get to be able to kill the trash to summon it. You actually come here for the successful runs? Thank you, Chaos. Thank you. The tank should be pulling everything. That's very true. The gods are appeased. Ouch, man. Ouch. Do a high Underrot. It's what the people demand. An 8, a 12. Looking for tank, DK, or druid. Yeah, I don't blame you. Look, we'll give it a shot, but I don't think they'll accept me. Underrot 8. Have an IO of 600 plus. I do, but really? +8 in time. Okay. At least you're not like, this is what you need. Joining a group of what kind? Bads will be kicked. The groups that say, like in the description, don't be stupid, idiots not welcome, or something like that. Like, the kind of groups that have a toxicity about them, like the Toxic Avenger, like you can see their green skin. Those types of groups, I'm like, I don't even want to be here. I just don't. Those are the groups that with a wipe, regardless of what happened, will be like, the tank was shit and that's why we wiped. You know, those are the types of groups that I'm like, you're subjecting yourself to abuse. Those people are abusive to the entire world that they don't even know, right? Like, in the description of their group, they're like, we hate idiots. Don't do this. Don't do that. And it's like, you already hate the whole world. You're already, like, offending the whole world before anyone even joins your group. I'm okay. I'll stay on my side of the fence here. I'll be fine. Those are the types of groups I don't like joining. Also, the types of groups that are always like asking for ridiculous amount of like Raider IO. Like, you need a Raider IO of 1,000. In order for you to have a Raider IO score of 1,000, you need to average do +10 keys with 1 chest of every key. So, what there needs to be a tank out there that has done a +10 of every single key on time of a +1, and that will give you an average of 1,000 IO. Really, that's you're requiring a 1,000 IO or 900 IO, which means that they do 9 keys on time. No, didn't know it was a bannable offense. It is a bannable offense, Cass. For me, I can get banned from World of Warcraft, but most importantly, I can get banned from YouTube or from Twitch if I like straight out just say someone's name. Like, let's say there was someone in my group right now who was named Jane Doe, and I was like, everybody go over to Jane Doe from this realm and tell them that they suck. That's it's not called bullying, it's called something else. It's called like targeted harassment or something like that. I'm basically saying, everybody who's here, who's watching me, go harass this very specific person. So it's not necessarily, I think I can get banned from WoW, but most importantly, I can get banned from my platforms. You once had a rip key on the second pull where you shrouded, but the healer accidentally pulled and started arguing with the tank. It was the fastest rip key. Ah, man. Yeah. fast rip keys. Have I done Monk Islands? Not on stream. I don't think on stream. Monk Islands, pick up healing elixirs and guard. And when you do a big pull, you guard yourself early and you use healing elixirs as you see fit. Waycrest? I tried to, man. I tried to get into that Waycrest. RNG just saw you rip and said, let there be light on the stream, dude. You didn't know how people actually turn down tanks? Yes, Zach. I had someone, I think like 2 weeks ago, I applied for a +9 and they messaged me. They're like, you're a prot warrior. And I was like, I know. And they said, have you even done like a 10 or anything? And I was like, yeah, you can check out my Raider IO. I've tanked 10s, I've tanked 9s. And they were like, but you're still a prot warrior. And I was like, that's fine if you don't want to accept me. They ended up accepting me to the group. We got the +9 done in time. But there is a lot of people who just don't. I've had, it's only happened to me once where I applied to a group and someone whispered me prot warrior LOL and declined me. It happens, man. It happens. I think Beth needs a break. He needs to do a quick +2 key and rip it. I don't want to rip a +2. Ripping something below like a 4, it hurts. It hurts, man. It hurts inside. A little part of me dies. You're so right with that. They're just super elitist and hateful. You don't have to. Yeah, it's not even like they're bad players or they're good players or anything. It's just if we do the key on time, with a group that's projecting that toxicity, if we do it on time, that's fine and we can get it done. But if the key goes south, it's just going to make they're gonna push your buttons, and maybe not necessarily you, maybe they'll push one of the other pugs, a healer or another DPS or something. But the people who have groups that have those kind of descriptions are going to lead to bad breakups. Like you can have a good time running the key, and if you get it done in time, then nothing's gonna happen and you'll have a neutral experience. But overall, the experience will be from neutral to negative. Like there won't be a positive experience. So those types of groups I normally avoid, because it's like I don't see the need to fight with people on the internet. Not, you know. It's like responding to negative comments on YouTube, right? You're never gonna win. There is no situation where you're gonna yell at someone and everyone's gonna go, oh wow, did you just yell at that person? Wow, can we get a little golf clap for you? That's nice. You know. So it's just, I just avoid them. If you wanted a double tank anytime, but good advice. Have you even seen anything above a normal dungeon? Not on my prot warrior, man. On my prot warrior, I've only ever done content from 2 expansions ago. That's it. It's all I've done. Prot warriors are dead. Prot warriors need love too. It's very true. Adopt a prot warrior. I need to make that now. Next video coming to the channel, a skit with In the Arms of an Angel about adopting prot warriors. You said to your guild that you wish to play a prot warrior. They said stop trolling. You don't understand. You're pretty sure you make a Taran. Ahaha, I got him. Won't be a troll. I promise you that. If your guild is pushing Mythic Uldir and your guild is pushing Realm first, I can understand them saying don't play a prot warrior. If your guild is doing LFR normal or heroic Uldir, you can play any tank you want. Honestly. Unpopular opinion, there is no such thing as a bad tank specs, but there are bad tank players. That's true for everything, Govdova. Like the top DPS spec right now, I believe, is a specific spec of rogue or something like that. That being said, you can get a rogue in your group that does less damage than like a tank. So it's just, you know, same for everything. It's highlighted a little bit more on tanks because the tanks have to maintain threat and they have to use their resources to stay alive, and so a bad tank is a little more apparent. A bad DPS can sometimes blend in a little bit. Brewmasters aren't exactly the best at dungeons, but you've never gotten turned down like that. I guess a lot of people really don't like prot warriors. Yeah, it doesn't help that the majority consensus is prot warriors are terrible, right? There are people like Sense and Nerfed doing prot warrior +14, +15 keys on time. but Prot Warriors are getting a bad rep because then there are a lot of other people just that have like a big reach just saying Prot Warriors are shit. Don't do it. And if you're pushing the top 10% of content, doing that mythic raid progression content, then yeah, Prot Warriors are not going to be that great. But for 90% of the people out there, it's fine. As long as your Prot Warrior knows how to play his spec, you'll be fine. That happened to me in Legion. Had like 2,500 Raider, plus could get easily into plus 15 Brewmaster. But the closer you were to reaching plus 20, they decline groups because of the tank. Yeah, that happens too. I feel like that heroic throw on this maggot was earlier than the countdown allowed it. That was weird. Definitely weird. Hey guys, Garbage Truck is here. Sense isn't dead though. I know he's not. Sense is very good. He's very, very good. Oh, undead. That's what you mean. I was like, what? No, he's really good. But yeah, no, he's Taran? No, Taran was something else I was watching yesterday. But yeah. Your guild is pushing LFR. Don't worry. Dude, then you can actually, if you want to, you can tank on a Disc Priest. Alright? Just put Rockbiter on your weapon and get Righteous Fury cast on you. Like, get Salve put on the actual tank. Blessing of Salvation put on the other tank spec, and you can actually pick up Threat on a Disc Priest and you'll be good. Just bubble everything. You can survive. I hope there is no ninja pulling of the maggots. Interrupt that gift. And Toon, the reason why I said if you're guild pushing LFR, there are a lot of people out there who don't have like very much. Oh, damn it, we got the ticks. Bolster Heaven here. Bolster Heaven and debuff. Which ticks were they? They were these back here. Okay, so I can run into the. I'm gonna die. I'm so dead. I have 12 stacks of the debuff. All right, not dead. Bolsters though. Bolsters going out like crazy right now. We're gonna get a giant tick, aren't we? You guys ever had nightmares of giant ticks? That's 8 stacks of bolster. He has 30 million. Okay, alright. Alright. Let's not do that again. Okay? Thanks, group. Okay, there's a group of ticks that is going to be right next to us again. I hope nobody pulls it because we have to go left. This is just the way it is right now because there's no matrons on this side. Why am I dying? Beware. Interrupt that gift of Gahoon. The self-heal. Self-heal gets us every time. Come on. It's the gift of Gahoon goes out and immediately after is the self-heal, so you need 2 people to be on the interrupt. Oh, did gift get out? No, it did not. It was a bolster. Okay. I saw her size change and I was like, oh, man, there's the heal. There was the heal went out right now, but the gift didn't, which is a good thing. You meant joking because you said Warrior's dead and he's an orc or blood elf. Yeah, I forget which one. I got it. I was a little slow on that. I'm sorry. Warriors have no intel gear, so it takes me a little bit sometimes. Garbage truck is here. You hear it before I even say anything. I look away for 1 second. Don't interrupt the gift of Gahoon. Oh, somebody purged it. That's cool. Healer has decent mana. Is drinking. Let's go. I've got Avatar up. So what I need to focus on is damn it, I used my interrupt. But the despair cast. So let me throw out my stun. I've got Avatar rolling right now. There was the despair went out. My interrupt was still down. Okay, now I need to focus the priest. Interrupt the gift of Gahoon. There it is. Get it done. And the heal, I wish I could do both. My stun was used on the hallowed spirit, so I didn't have it up for that. The dump trunk of victory, that was the dump truck dropping off all or picking up all the rip keys, guys. That means that there are no more rip keys. The truck already left, man. That already came and went. No more rip keys. Please, please, Iron Jesus, let there be no more rip keys. You get it? You're new to the tank role, so it doesn't matter what tank class you're playing. It's a struggle to get comfortable. You feel like you're a weak link and not the bear. Oh. Yeah, that's just... It's all... experience is gonna definitely change that. So the more you tank, the more comfortable you'll be with mob positioning. The more comfortable you'll be with your class. So if you're like really early to tanking, the second you start taking damage, you're gonna freak out and start rotating cooldowns, and you'll probably... Early, I would say the earlier you are to tanking, the more you'll stack cooldowns as opposed to stagger. And it's very important to not stack cooldowns. You get a lot of diminishing returns from stacking them up, so you want to stagger them. Like, just use one, slow down, use another one after when it's completely down. So the newer you are to tanking, I feel like the more likely you are to just use all of your toolkit all at once, because you just want to survive. You don't want to die. I don't want to go left, to be honest with you. We did get a ninja pull earlier. I just hope it doesn't happen again. Okay. There's not going to be much in the room of like aggro table for me here, because these blood swarmers don't really have an aggro table. They jump to someone, they fixate, and that's it. There's not much I can do. There's a rotten bow's gonna hit everybody. I threw out my stun, but somebody also got a typhoon off, so that's also good. Alright, there's the maggot breath. It did clip someone, but we're good. We survived. Pally has ink gear, so they understand it, so you understand everything. Dude, I know. It's just every now and then. Every now and then it just hits me. I'm undead. I'm sure my brain is mostly maggots at this point. Also no int gear. It's just a lot of stuff. Ah, nice. He is going too smoothly, right? Which one of you guys is it? Which? Oh, it's 2 packs of ticks. I'm not. No. If it was 1 pack, we could try. It was both of them. That's cool. It was this one and the other one, right? I don't even know how you ran that path. Warrior protection, Vanguard. Yeah, I saw that buff tune. It's okay. It's a step in the right direction, but it's not gonna make us way better. So the guy who ninja pulled everything, this is a new one. I haven't heard this one before. Said that his girlfriend stood in front of his monitor, and that's why he ninja pulled everything. And that's a new one, guys. That's a new one. I've heard. I thought I had heard them all. I had heard one time someone say my fish is drowning, and left a key, but that one's a new one. Oh man. Does this really help? That buff, it's okay. It helps a little bit. Overall, the change to Vanguard and increased armor is about 1 to 1.5% physical damage mitigation, and then the change to HP is about a 10 to 20k change in HP depending on your item level. So both of those changes depend on item level. They're gonna help you scale better throughout the expansion. That's really the core change of it, to help you scale better. And it's about 1 to 2% physical damage mitigation and about 10 to 20k HP. So do those changes help? A little bit, but not too much. Your fish is drowning, you're gonna use that someday. Or you can also say that your fish caught on fire and you need to go help. Either one. Fish drowning, fish caught on fire, gotta go, sorry. It's like, guys, it's not me, I promise. There's an emergency. The emergency doesn't make any sense. Just don't think about it. It makes sense if you don't think about it. Still trying to get comfortable on your pally and when to use SOTR and keeping a proper uptime on it. There have been times where you have 0 stacks. There is. The haste requirement for you to have 100% uptime on SOTR is just not there yet. But if you run double judgment, you can get way closer. So, Andrew, my suggestion to you is run double judgment to try to get closer to that 100%. It's going to make it easier. The more haste you have, the closer you get. But also, every time you judge, you reduce the cooldown of your SOTR. So, two little things to really help out. Cooldown of your judgment and having 2 of them. So that's my suggestion to you if you need to practice better uptime on it. All the fish? Yeah, man. Just beware. You're getting so many bad pugs this week. You know how to pull as a tank, but stupid DPS keep pulling extra packs. It's happened. It's happened a few times. Beware. Somebody died to the rotten. There's another rotten bot. Oh, that almost went out. I thought that guy was gonna die to it. If you guys remember, every time we used to run Cathedral of Eternal Night in Legion, there was that first mini boss, and he would cast the wave. He would target one person, and he would cast a one-shot towards him. I used to love just seeing him cast and just being like, all right, guys, you see it? It's gonna go on the druid, on the druid, on the druid. He's gonna die. Oh, he got one shot. All right, how many people did we lose? We lost 2 people. They're gonna respawn right at the entrance. So let's try it again. Let's try it again. And I feel like the new version of that is seeing where the maggot faces and seeing who gets barfed on. It's just, you got to take your wins whenever you can. And you're probably, as a tank, not going to die to that maggot, even if everybody else in your group dies. So you can just take that win. What is my armor at? Tagore, my armor, do I have an armor buff right now? No. My armor is at almost 8k. 7.9. Almost 8. 55% mitigation. Alright, let's get our interrupt on that Decaying Mind. I don't want that Decaying Mind to go off. It's like a 30-second stun, and it can get cleansed, but it probably won't. So, gotta be careful when that goes out. The wave that no one would move out of. Yo. It's very true. But if you explained it to people by saying the maggot is gonna throw up on you, I'm sure people would move. They'd be like, I don't want that. It's disgusting. But then when they're like, oh, it's a bite, they're like, I can survive a bite. But it's like, no, it's bark. You just gotta rotten. Oh, it's rotten bile, not bite. Yeah, if you just tell them that something is gonna throw up on them if they don't move, most people would move. There'd be some people that don't. Most people would. And my block amount, my block is at 44%. 44.84. My shield is a 365, which I got on Wednesday. I got very, very lucky from Ataldazar. So your block amount depends on the item level only. How your block percentage is changed by mastery, but your block amount is only changed by item level because item level dictates the block value, and everything has the same weight when it comes to block value. So if you also get a 365 shield, you'll have the exact same block as I do. $369, ha ha ha. I got him. That's why I upgraded my necklace on Wednesday on stream for you guys. I was like, I'm 368. Hopefully it doesn't skip me over to 370. I just want to hit 369. Up next, hitting 420 armor. Come on, guys. Let's do it for the memes. Here's a rotten bile going out. Oh, it's gonna hit 2 people. Oh, they stunned it. I've already used my stun, so I don't have it. Do I prefer DBM or bigwigs? I use DBM, and I prefer DBM. I haven't tried. Okay, to be fair, I haven't tried bigwigs in a while. I think the last time I used bigwigs was like Mop or Kata. It was a few expansions ago. I also didn't raid at all during WoD, so I don't know like what happened during WoD to change anything. But yeah, the last time I used bigwigs was a while ago. Let this guy die before I do the next pull. There it is. And how many? We'll just do 2 and 2. Just 1 stack of bolster on him. So what stats do you want as a prot war, and what do you want to avoid? You want haste, mastery, and versatility. You want haste first. Like haste is your #1 priority. Haste over everything. The more haste you can get, the better. And then you want mastery after that. And if you get versatility instead of mastery, it's still okay. Mastery and versatility have a very similar weight. I prefer mastery over versatility, but if you prefer the verse, it's fine. They have very, very similar prioritization. And then the thing you want to avoid is crit. You just avoid crit. Crit, it's like a disease, and you don't want it, and just get it away from you. Yeah, just avoid crit. That's the one that you don't want. Everything else is okay. haste is what you aim for. And there is no cap on haste. The cap on haste would be about 35% to 40%, but there is no way you're getting that right now early on in the expansion. So get as much crit as you can, just like non-stop stack. Haste. I'm sorry. You want about 35 to 40% haste, which is not going to happen this early on in the expansion. So just stack it up as much as you can. All right, guys. Let's run over here. So the indigestion is just going to go in this small little corner. There's a charge. Shouldn't be too bad. No, it's not too bad. Hopefully someone gets that corner one. Yeah, they did. Okay. And there's one back here, which I'll get. Indigestion is going to be super easy to deal with. I can just handle it all. Camera angles, man. I've told you guys. Camera angles in this expansion. Not sure what happened. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Nice. And then nobody's hitting this tick. Alright, this is not going to end well. Tantrum never does. Uh-oh. We already started getting some of the ticks to pop up. Yeah, that's a whole lot of ticks. I don't know if we'll survive this. That was way too much going out. Let's do a little bit of healing. Okay, all my stacks fell off. I had a lot of stacks of the ticks, but they all fell off, so I'm good now. And I can get a little bit of victory rush going. We could use some more help. Yeah, not everybody's working on the ticks, which does not help out. Nice. They focused Kragma, and it paid off. Alright. Now, my avatar does have a little bit of cooldown here, so this pull isn't going to be the funnest pull, and I believe my last stand is on cooldown too. Yeah, it is. So, when it comes to holding threat, I'm going to have to fight for it just a little bit more because Thunderclap, or Avatar is on cooldown. There it is, Avatar came off of cooldown, so now I'll be able to hold just fine. My block is about to fall off, so let me throw out a stun while my block comes back up, because these mobs hit very hard, but they're blockable melee attacks, so I can definitely kite a little bit here. We have a Frost Mage, and my block is going to come off of cooldown very quickly here. There it is. So I don't want to be active tanking these guys if I'm not blocking. So that being said, my last stand is almost off cooldown. There it is. So now I have bolster and tanking them with that bolster talent point, right? So I don't want to use my shield block charges while that bolster is active. It's just a waste of a talent point. So here it is. Bolster's about to fall off. And we're good now. Now these guys do have 3 stacks of bolster, which means that they are going to be hitting pretty hard. But as long as I'm guaranteeing the block, I'm good. Should totally screenshot when you get 420 during 8.1 or 8.2. Oh, man. Trying to get your Proud Warrior to 320 so you can spam the War Fronts for all the 340 gear. Yeah, that's a good idea. War Fronts also have a 340 shield. And you can also do... Oh, nice. Look at this. Look, look, look. Nobody tell him. You can also do Arathi Rares now. It doesn't matter what your item level is. You can go over and do the Arathi Rares since you haven't done them yet. So, that's something you can do right now. You might not be able to do the Warfront. You can do the Rares and get 340s. Maybe even some good Warforges or Titan Forges. That's a decent amount. There's no time walking this week, is there? No. Dire Brew has, I believe, 335s as well. So if you want to run Dire Brew, you can get a one-hander, your mace, the Tanker to Terror, or you can buy it from the auction house. I heard it's pretty cheap this year, since it's such a low item level. It's not even Mythic 0 quality. So yeah, you can do that as well. Why is there a haste cap? What does it achieve? There is no haste cap. That's what I'm saying. Like, get as much haste as you want, because you're not gonna achieve it. The haste, the quote-unquote haste cap is not a cap set by Blizzard. It's how much haste you need to have 100% uptime on shield block, which would be about 40%. If you have 35 to 40% in a raid scenario, you should be able to have 100%, but you need about 40% because any more haste after that isn't going to be that amazing. The maximum amount of haste you should ever have really is 50%. Like, I understand with Lust you're gonna get more, but at 50% you reduce your global cooldown from 1.5 seconds to 1 second, and that's as low as it gets. So once you reduce your global cooldown to 1 second, stacking more haste doesn't do anything for the global cooldown. It might do more for it can do more for your other abilities, but yeah, I mean, you're probably never gonna hit over 50% anyway. But yeah, the haste cap is not necessarily set by Blizzard. It's just how much you need in order to guarantee that 100% uptime. All right, let's pull the boss. Good luck, have fun. We have 9 minutes left and a decent amount of trash. I'm gonna move the shockwave over here actually, just like that. I should be able to hit 4, 3. Messed up a little bit. Let me pick up 2 debuffs for myself. They should have time to fall off, and then let me actually do a shockwave right here. There's a shockwave. Nice, I managed to clip that and avoid getting more stacks. And then I'm gonna get 2 stacks right here for myself. I can survive them just fine. Hopefully the harvest goes out when my stacks fall off. Yep, my stacks managed to fall off. All right, perfect. So everybody just gets 1 stack, and I'm okay with that. It was that my stacks falling off were very, very close to not falling off. So let me get a shockwave over here. I can angle it like this actually, just like that. Nice. That was like 10 mushrooms or something. Somebody died right here, so it doesn't matter if I pop these mushrooms. They're not gonna be able to get the debuff anyway because they're dead. Come on, come over here. There you go. Shockwave. Shockwave in this direction. That upheaval is actually going to destroy all these mushrooms. Uh-oh. Nice. We got him. 9 minutes easy? Maybe. Maybe. This means no wipes on the last boss. That's what this means. We do need some more percentage, so I'm not going to be doing like a whole lot of trash skips at this point. We can like skip this guy. We can skip this guy as well, the guy we just pulled. But we do need the trash. I'd much rather skip the worms at the end that are a little bit easier to skip rather than these guys who are like patrols and you might have to do something specific. I used my interrupt. When somebody, when that guy typhooned him, I actually used my interrupt on his typhoon, so I wasn't able to have interrupt up for this. That being said, my interrupt is back up. So somebody interrupted that. Hopefully we're good. Okay, let's run in here. Let's pop Avatar. I need to pick up that last guardian. There it is. Let's interrupt that raised dead. I don't want that going out. Do we have any belfs? Oh, that typhoon didn't pick up everybody. That's kind of weird. He wanted to typhoon them and vortex them all back into the same spot, but that typhoon for some reason didn't grab everyone. So some people meleeed me from the back. Kind of sucks. All in good intention though. Oh, that frozen orb. Guy, that frozen orb almost picked up the pat. He typed in oops. Yeah, oops. Oh man, that freaked me out. I'm glad that the frozen orb got caught on the stairs or like on a maggot or something. It might have hit a critter. That was a little scary. That might have been the one wipe we can't afford to get. We're gonna have a really, really close amount of enemy forces percentage as well. 97%. We can skip this guy. All right. Well, damn it. We can skip him. Let's skip him. Shroud. Oh, nice. Let's shroud this way. The last 2 guys are 3%. Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. Digging the shroud. Oh, shroud popped a little early, but we didn't get the worm, did we? No, we didn't. Okay. Just looking between the tentacles, making sure I didn't get that worm. There's the Abyssal Reach. You want to avoid that. The Abyssal Reach pops out these tentacles right here, and these tentacles do a lot of damage. So whether you're damage dealer, DPSer, tank, whatever it is that you're doing, you don't want to get hit by those, especially on a fortified high key. You know, I try to move the faceless guys away from the tentacles as well, so there's no excuse for the melees to be there. Like, the melee should be hugging this guy, right? So I try to move him as well for the sake of my melees. As a tank, you got to take care of your melees, man, and hopefully they take care of you back. All right, we got 4 minutes for this boss fight. If we don't mess up, 4 minutes is enough. It's about a 4-minute fight. It's like a 3 to 4 minute fight, to be honest, because of the way that he spawns ads, and the ads need to go down. So this is about how much time we need for a run. If we wipe, it's a rip key, and we all go home happy, right? No. All right. So DPS for this boss does matter, because the faster you hit him, the more damage goes to his blood shield. So if you see below him, he's got that that yellow bar, that yellow energy bar. That's an absorb he has, right? It's a blood shield. When that blood shield gets to 100 energy is when he spawns the ads that you need to nuke. So without doing damage to him, that blood shield will never accumulate. So now that we have like these ads up, all we gotta do is nuke them. Here's the other one. Let me taunt it off. So the as a tank, you really want to pick one up. If you don't want to nuke the blood visages as a DPSer, you don't necessarily need to, because the Titan is going to grab them and nuke them for you, right? So if you let the Titan do it, you can focus the boss and just nuke his blood shield and spawn ads as quickly as possible. And even then, it'll probably be slow enough for the Titan to be able to catch up. That Titan does a lot of damage. So yeah, as a DPSer, if you want to tunnel the boss and then clear spores every now and then, that is perfectly okay. As a tank, you should pick up the blood visage that is not being tanked by the Titan Keeper. That's the only thing you should be doing as a tank that's maybe different from everyone else. That rogue is lagged out. That's gonna suck. But yeah, the as far as like DPSing and where you should be DPSing, if you want to just straight up DPS tunnel the boss, that's gonna be okay. You're gonna spawn the ads faster. The Titan Keeper will keep up with you. Okay. At this point, what I'm doing is trying to proc Victory Rush to heal myself a little bit more. So I did get a little bit low there. So what I'm doing is I'm getting close to the Rotting Spheres so that I can also proc that Victory Rush myself. I also want to run into every single one of these things. I can start doing a decent amount of self-healing. Nothing crazy. There's not going to be a single like blood decay that's jealous of me because of the amount of self-healing I'm doing. Where's the other blood visage? Nice. That was it. We did it on time. +8 on time. We had an extra 2 minutes. That was a 2-minute fight. Not bad. Not bad considering somebody DC'd and died in the middle of that. Rip key? No, we got this. What game is this? STL. This is what? Another one? We got another one? Okay. I haven't gotten the single shield the rest of the expansion. I was chilling with a 355 before this. I was chilling with this guy right here. And I had been grinding keys every single week. And all of a sudden, 1 week, we get 2 365 shields? What? Oh, man. What did they get? They got shoes, they got new Nikes, and they got a ring. Wow. I'm sorry, STL. What I meant to say was this is the brand new PlayStation X emulator running the Rainbow Siege game on PlayStation, on PSX. 9 minutes easy, dude. We got it. Mage Frozen Orb is spook for Halloween. It really did. That freaked me out, man. That really did freak me out. Every time you come on the stream, you want to leave for all your characters, give it a shot on your warrior, and do some Mythic Plus with pubs until you make a hero day and you're raging. Yeah, you have to have patience, man. You have to have patience. And that's just not just with prot warriors. If you pug, you have to have patience. That's just in general. It doesn't matter what role you play. If you play, I think you have to have the most patience as a healer. To be honest, pugging, Because as a healer, you're going to see people standing in things, right? You're going to be like, why is that guy standing in fire? There's a poison puddle right underneath him. Stop casting and move out of it. So I feel like as a healer, you're probably going to run out of patience a little bit more. As a tank, you just run in, you pick up the mobs, right? You run in, pick up the mobs, try not to die. Rotate your cooldowns. That's it. Focus on no death. That's what you do. Underrot +8. And it was a 30-minute key. 28-minute key. My times for the VOD aren't exact. Sometimes I forget to get the exact timestamp when I start a key. So I'm sorry about that, guys. If you guys do watch the VODs and you want to see specific rip keys, sorry that the times are not exact on there. You don't have a PlayStation, so you can pick one up, maybe at like an estate sale or something. You know, what I do with my PlayStation is I actually plug in a Dreamcast controller to it, and that's how I can play this game. It makes it easier. Nice shield. Thank you, guys. That was nice. That was very nice. No 395 shield. Oh, no. I wish. Although shields can't Titan Forge. Shields can only Warforge. So, like this shield right here at 365, it could have only gotten up to a 375. Only Warforging. Shields just coming out left and right. Nobody needed it either. That group had Mage, Hunter, Druid, and Rogue. No, none of those classes use a shield, so it wasn't like I could give away that shield to someone. Would have been nice. We should be able to clip that surprise face. I'm streaming over on Twitch too, and also this VOD just goes up, so you can download the VOD. There is no soothe for an enraged pug. Yeah, there isn't. Urine Dead looks awesome. Love Forsaken Warriors. For the Banshee Queen, 100%, Don. 100%. Don, if you watch my stream like the week before BFA went out, I think, or maybe it was when BFA went live. No, it was the week before BFA went live with the burning of Teldrassil stuff. Speaking of For the Banshee Queen, I legitimately bought marshmallows and roasted them on stream when Teldrassil caught ablaze, my friend. Healing is a thankless job, yes. Everybody stands in dumb things, and you help them not die as a result of it. Anyone else getting Havoc Demon Hunters that pull everything with I-Beam? I haven't gotten that many bad Demon Hunters this expansion. Legion was a lot worse, but I feel like the Legion Legendary, the helmet that made you I-Beam all the time, that didn't help. And then just the fact that the class was new, nobody was really used to the toolkit and the range and everything. I feel that didn't help either. You missed the Dreamcast best console ever, STL. I've actually been replaying Grandia 2 a little bit on my off time recently, because I am a firm believer that Grandia 2 is the best RPG I've ever played, and I played that on my Dreamcast. But there is a remastered version over on Steam, so I've been playing it on my PC. How am I doing? I'm doing good, STL. I'm doing good. Very busy, but doing good. Warforge +2 shield 350. Nice. 350 is a good shield, man. Could have given it to me. Feels bad, man. I know. I'm sorry, man. Pretty hard to find the love in an enraged pug. That is very true. Oh, I moved the camera. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's unmove the camera. Oh, man. Wait, I'm gonna keep showing off that mount. That island mount. Paladin side hammers are your bane. Accidental. Heartless. Marry me. Oh man, it's true, Don. I'm all for the Banshee Queen. She's always been she's exactly who she's always been, except now she has more power and she has more firepower, right? But the Banshee Queen has always been the Banshee Queen. It just so happened that they gave her a position of power. She's always done evil things. You didn't know I streamed on Twitch too? Much prefer it to YouTube. Tristan, yeah, you can watch on either one. All of my streams are streamed to Twitch and to YouTube, and you can watch on either one. And I read chat on both of them. Let me show you. It's hard. I don't have autofocus on, but this chat You see that one non-red message? That's Twitch. That's you. So this is all YouTube chat and then Twitch. So I can read both of them. So no matter what platform you're watching on, I can chat with you and interact with you. However, on screen over here to my left, the chat that pops up on screen is YouTube, because for some reason emojis don't translate well. If I try to show the chat that I read, it doesn't show emojis, but on screen that one does. You're looking forward, but the hammer goes sideways instead of in front of you. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Sylvanas is the best waifu. Yeah. Let's hope they don't screw her up with bad writing. Don. Okay, Don. I don't know if you're new to the channel. There was a stream where I just let you guys know what I think is gonna happen. Now, I don't think Blizzard is gonna repeat the whole thing where they kill another war chief, right? They make Sylvanas the bad guy. We have to go and we have to kill her. I don't think that's gonna happen. So there's a lot of old god influence in this expansion, right? I think we can all agree. There's N'Zoth everywhere. There's even the Warbringer N'Zoth story that's coming up. So old gods are coming. So Vol'jin stated, I need to make Sylvanas war chief. Not a lot of people are going to understand, but it needs to be her. What does Sylvanas have that no one else has? As a Forsaken, she can't be tempted by the old gods. She can't be controlled by the old gods. So I think that the reason we have Sylvanas as a war chief is because the old gods are going to influence everyone else. Maybe even Anduin, right? We've gotten Il'gynoth, I think it was. It was either Il'gynoth or Naifu that said that the Boy King is a liar. He's lied 3 times. So Sylvanas is going to be the only level-headed person with an army behind her to kill the upcoming old gods. And not a lot of people want her as war chief. Even Blizzard has admitted that. Blizzard has said, hey, you know what, war chief, there might be other people that want to take up the mantle of war chief. Sylvanas is not going to give up the position of war chief willingly. She just won't. It's not in her nature. She got a position of power. That's it. She is going to stay there. However, the only thing more important than power to Sylvanas is the Forsaken people in general, right? Her people are the #1 reason for everything. So if we have an old god invasion that is so massive, we need Bolvar, the new Lich King, to help us. And Bolvar dies in combat. Who's going to become the new Lich King? Sylvanas. That's it, guys. That's it. Sylvanas, the new Lich King. She's going to help us fight the old gods because she can't be tempted by them. And the old gods are going to take over Anduin. And maybe Anduin will die. I don't know. But listen, that's how it's going to happen. Theory stream. Put on your... I don't have tinfoil around me. I don't have any on my desk. But this is it, man. She will guide us to victory 100%. And then people want her off of the throne. The only way she's going to leave the throne is to lead her Forsaken people. Live sushi is pretty disturbing. Sushi should be raw. It should be live. Old gods are coming. Oh man, you agree with this theory and you love it? That's what I want, man. We keep letting Jaina live, but our guys keep going down. You believe that the Gnome King will be the next ally to die just because gnomes must all burn. What, is he gonna die like in his mech? His mech is gonna malfunction. He can't open the door. He's just gonna get he's gonna get sucked down to the bottom of the ocean. And then we have to kill a gnome who's in a mech with tentacles. That's it. You've been calling Sylvanas as Lich King for a while. I want it to happen. And then she doesn't care about the living, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, but there always needs to be somebody leading. That's why Bolvar took the mantle of Lich King, right? He said someone has to control this. Someone has to be here to keep them in check. That can be Sylvanas. I am okay with Sylvanas wearing the Lich King helmet and having the Frostmourne. I am 100% okay with that. We fight him in the Siege of Zuldazar, right? Spoilers. Yes, I think so. I've been reading spoilers, but I try to stay away from them. But yes, to what I have read, we do fight the Alliance. They come over to the pyramid and they try to mess us up, and we fight back. Don't YouTube live sushi? Yeah, I've YouTubed it. I mean, it's not for the faint of heart, but neither is just overall eating any kind of meat, to be honest. Solid. Although Anduin won't die. Yeah, I don't think Anduin will die, but you know, maybe his little pet, his dog pet, right? Maybe he'll die. You think at the end Sylvanas is dropping the position and will reclaim a home for the Forsaken in Northrend? Yeah, that could be it, right with the Scourge. That'll be cool. New Warframe has a gnome escape pod. What? I want to see that. Definitely not for the faint of heart. Chaos, I just think that, you know, yeah, seeing that is not for the faint of heart, but neither is everything we do to get food. I'm of the mindset that, you know, evolution put us here with molars and scissors for a reason, right? We eat all kinds of food, so it's evolution to put us here. All right, guys, that is gonna do it. I don't want to go into that topic too much. That is going to do it for today's live stream. Thank you all for stopping by on today's Friday stream. I didn't get anything from Islands, but other people in my party did. We got one of the guys I teamed up with got a non-combat pet, and I saw a quest item drop as well. So even though I didn't get anything this time, I did get something yesterday, and that's going to be coming up very soon. A concise island guide for you guys to be able to get and farm out any of this stuff. So I want to thank you all for stopping by again, whether you stop by on Twitch or on YouTube or anywhere. And shout out to all my patrons, channel sponsors, anyone who stops by and chats with me. I appreciate all of you for stopping by and chatting with me. If it wasn't for any of you guys in the chat, it would just be me playing WoW and just having all these theories alone in my head. Don, thanks for the theory talk, man. I appreciate it. Anduin and Sylvanas are going to marry, and then everything's going to be all right. And then there's only going to be one faction, and that'll be how the next expansion will end, kind of like the Matrix Online did, right? Things will start glitching out. They're going to make things really end, and then WoW 2.0 comes out. And in WoW 2.0, we're all Void Lords, and we have to... In WoW 2.0, we actually have to form... It'll go back in time. It'll be a prequel. WoW 2.0 will be a prequel where we form the current universe, and yeah, we form Azeroth. Get that Zandalari rep because the trolls be coming. Absolutely. Thank you for playing Prot. Yeah, too, no problem, man. I love my Prot warrior. He's not going anywhere. This is the lowest I've had Prot warriors be, and I'm still not leaving them. So, not going anywhere, man. Don, you like that, man? Enjoy your broadcast? Thought it was great. Thanks, Darth. I hope you stick around, Darth. Hope to see you next time. Have a good weekend. Don't let those tentacles... Yeah, no. Lonely WoW playing. That's why you pug it, guys. Pug it. Have some patience. Get in there with the group. You can get the content done. You guys see me get a lot of upgrades and grind a lot of content live on stream with pugs, that body pull. Sometimes healers that don't dispel, don't put out enough HPS. It all happens, but you can get through it and get some pretty damn good gear as well. Whoa, nerds, what? Weird priest. There have always been weird priest things happening underneath the church in Stormwind End. Always. You did a 6 temple rip key, made it to the orb maze before the 3rd boss, and they failed so hard. Ouch. That orb maze can get some people, man. When is my next one? Dawn. I stream every Wednesday and Friday at 11:45 a.m. Pacific. So I am Pacific time zone at 11:45 a.m. Wednesday and Friday. So immediately after the reset, right? So on Tuesdays, that Tuesday I pug a key and I come out with a This Week in Mythic Plus concise video on the YouTube channel. And then the next day I pug just a ton of keys. And then Friday I normally do the island grinding right now, and then some more keys. Need a girlfriend pug wife? Maybe. Who knows? You can find love in the strangest of places. Am I going to play Classic? Yes, Cruiser, I am. Have a great weekend. I'll see you later, Zach. Looking forward to doing a raid with you guys sometime in the future for sure, man. Tomorrow suits me better. Go. Dance, monkey, dance. Yes, Cruiser, I'm going to play WoW Classic. As far as WoW Classic, what I'm going to play, I don't know. in WoW Classic, when I did play WoW Classic or Vanilla, right? I used to play a Ret Paladin, a Marksman Hunter, and that was the two things I played the most. I would also really like to play a Shaman. So if they are locked by faction, I will be playing a Ret Paladin. 100% I'll be playing a Ret Paladin. Like 80% sure I'll be playing an Enhancement Shaman. And then besides that, the other class that I can get behind is I like Hunters because they have the dead zone that you have to avoid. So it takes quite a bit to like dance in and out of the dead zone. You have to leave combat to trap again. So there's a lot of little nuances and skill checks when it comes to dueling with or PvPing with hunters, and maybe a prot warrior for PvE. So I really enjoy PvP content in vanilla. That was what I did a lot of when I would take really long breaks from questing. So as far as WoW Classic goes, I will probably focus PvP on Ret Paladin, Enhancement Shaman, maybe Hunter, maybe. That one's one that I don't know yet. And then probably focus PvE on a Prot Warrior. I'll see how that works out. People are gonna be so disappointed in Classic. People have no clue what. I think a decent amount of it is nostalgia, and the other decent amount of it is some people not knowing what it's like. I think Classic is just gonna be. Classic was more casual than it is now, right? Or it will be more casual than it is now, right? You have to farm out more mats. It's more individual farming, but less progression content. So you can down the bosses easier. There's less mechanics. There's less to do. Things are gonna go down way easier in PvE. But in order for you to like farm out all your fire resist gear, nature resist gear, frost resist gear, in order to work out that PvE content, it's gonna take a while. But we'll probably be able to find faster ways of doing it now with the amount of information sharing we have now. So WoW Classic will probably be taking up less time than the current live WoW. So I will be playing both for sure. Gonna be interesting seeing the rubber hit the road. Camping Barons, a toxic Ret Pally. Yup. I didn't camp out Barons though. I would mostly just duel. I really liked one-on-ones back in vanilla. Interested in WoW Classic Shaman Lieutenant General. Oh, you were a Lieutenant General. Nice, man. Very nice. Think of all the smoothing of the WoW playing process. Yeah. There's gonna be it's gonna be a very hard switch for some people. Will a prop pally wreck bomb be a thing again in Classic? With the patch that they're gonna put in, patch like 1.18 or something, wreck bomb was a thing, but only 3 charges. So they're putting in the patch that was the most hotfixed. So wreck bombing, when it first got introduced, had no maximum amount of charges you could have, so you could just go somewhere and get crit and then just store up an infinite amount of charges. But the patch that they're putting in for wreck bombing has a maximum charges of 3. That being said, you can ret proc, because a wreck bomb was in the protection talent tree. So you can hybrid retribution and prot and pick up a ret bomb, but it's not as good as you think because the 3 charges make it okay. You'll pick up more sustained burst by going full ret in your talent trees than picking up a wreck bomb. It's like if they introduce arenas in Classic, maybe wreck bomb can be a thing, but they would need to introduce arenas. You would need that moment when you need super high burst to catch people off guard. That's the only place a wreck bomb can happen. Your bullet hunters, yeah. My main was a hunter in vanilla, so yeah, I had all that. Warriors, they live to suffer. Thanks, nerds. I appreciate it. Should be less connection issues plaguing raids. That too. Also less FPS issues. Lower polygon count on character models. Lower amount of mechanics, so lower particle physics. So yeah, it should help out in that sense. The economy will be different. Yes. I want to play it true. Any chance I can group up with you more? Gruiser, I don't see why not. Once we start doing vanilla content requires a lot more people, right? So 40-man raids, and there's like 10 or 15-man Ubers. I think Uber's was 15 man and Elber's was 10 man. So there's gonna be group content that requires those 10, 15 man groups, and then the raids require 40 man groups, like doing a Molten Core. So if they introduce Classic 100% how it used to be, no flex rating, then yeah, 40 man raids we're gonna have to fill up somehow, man. But that being said, I expect flex rating to come to Classic. I'm not gonna lie to you. Still streaming, we're wrapping up, man. We're just talking about WoW Classic. Thanks for the stream, sir. So you have to reset for sure, Don, for sure. Simpler 3D, less decals, making it faster, yes. And also, we're gonna have to get like a lot of the people that develop add-ons right now are gonna have to just develop for live and then develop differently for WoW Classic. It'll be, I'm assuming they're gonna run on the same engine, so similar Lua code, but you're gonna want different windows, different things. So we'll see if the WoW Classic add-ons are as heavy on your RAM usage as current ones. 10-man strat, yes. Road to level 60 as a warrior, yeah. Might need to make some friends. Might need to do it as Fury because of Bloodthirst. That might be the only way. Dual wielding one-hander Fury with Bloodthirst. It might be the only way to do it. Bloodthirst and Victory Rush. So we'll see. I never leveled up a warrior in vanilla. I'm telling you guys. Redidin and oh god, I'm blanking. Hunter. Redidin and Hunter was what I leveled up in vanilla. Mages need those feathers for slowfall. Rogues need to all go into Urbing and that sweet Swift Thistle. Yes. Ghost running to instances. I hated ghost running to Razorfen Downs. I hated ghost running there, man. You needed to swim on a ghost too to get there. It was terrible. I hated RFD ghost running. Will I be playing mainly Classic? No, I'll be playing mainly live and a little bit of Classic. I feel like Classic is going to be easier to do, just to be honest with you. Think about the when you did Ragnarok. When you did Ragnarok, the biggest thing you had to worry about was to have your back in a specific place so that when you got knocked back, you hit the rock that was behind you and you didn't have travel time to run back. But besides that, it was tank and spank and just DPS, right? So I think the content will be done easier and faster. So I think you're going to spend more time on live. Like there's guilds right now that spend anywhere between 5 to 10 hours a week progressing, and they maybe get one new boss down a week. I don't think it's going to be strange in vanilla to see a guild farm out their resist gear, walk into a raid with full resist gear and kill it all in one night. I don't think that's going to be a strange thing to see. So I think Classic will take a back road and require less time, to be honest. You tanked your way to 60 in vanilla, pretty much lived in dungeons. I don't mind dungeon crawling either. Dungeon crawling is fun. Fellwood, extra herbs, yeah. Multi-pot cooldown, yes. You leveled 1 in Burning Crusade. Not sure how much of a change it was. From watching videos makes you want to think twice. Main hunter and play safe. Also, warlocks have the Voidwalker pet. It's gonna be cool. All of that, will it be there? I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. Someone needs some coffee, and you're pretty sure that boss was not called Ragnarok? Yes, I agree. There was no coffee in this. This was all water. You don't think mechanics were harder back then? They were just more tedious than anything. I think mechanics were easier back then, and there were less of them. Like right now, you do a raid, and you have 1 or 2 different tank mechanics, right? You taunt off of a certain amount of stacks. You also have to watch for a big hit and make sure you have active mitigation or cooldown up for that. DPS have to deal with like 2 mechanics. You get a debuff, run that debuff out, or something happens to someone and they become an AoE, run out of that AoE. Those are 2 very common ones. And then healers have either a cleanse or a healing debuff that they have to heal through, or when your tanks get to high stacks, they have to prioritize that. Or there's just pulsing AoE things that go out. So everybody nowadays deals with about 2 mechanics per boss. And once we start looking at Classic has 1 mechanic going out at a time. It could be a tank mechanic, it could be a DPS mechanic, it could be a healing mechanic, but it's just 1 out at a time. Right now it's 2 per role, rotating all the time. In Classic, it was just one. It went out. Your whole raid dealt with it. You're good. Now let's go another one. So I think it's just gonna be easy. Dungeon crawling is what it's about. I'm not looking for Sunken Temple. No. They were everything. Really hard work made you feel like a champ. Yes. More dodge and soak mechanics. That too. Awesome videos. They made me main a prot warrior. Aaron, congratulations and welcome to the prot warrior club, my friend. There are very, very few of us, so feel proud. There have always been mechanics. I'm not saying that there are no mechanics. There are mechanics. I just think that there are less amount of mechanics in comparison to now. A lot of the mechanics we were used to began... Absolutely. I agree. Raids and dungeons have always had mechanics. I just think they were less and easier to deal with. You had a 10-minute rip? Oh, Brett, yes. We walked in. We wiped on the 4th pull of the dungeon 3 times. And then they left. Alright, guys. So that is going to do it. We can talk as much as we want about WoW Classic. The WoW Classic demo comes out in less than a month. So if you guys bought the Blizzard virtual ticket, you guys will get to play the WoW Classic demo. It's probably, honestly, I feel like it's going to be level 10 to 15 or 10 to 20. So we'll see exactly what happens, but we can play some WoW Classic when that comes out. Prot warriors are going extinct faster than pandas. That's very true. We really are. Favorite old dungeons were the 3 in Maradon. You are a glutton for punishment, nerds. Glutton for punishment. Alright, guys. I will see you next week on Wednesday. We'll have more rip keys. Wait, what's coming up next week? Before we leave. Next week. Tyrannical Teeming Volcanic. Teeming got nerfed. It won't be that bad next week. Tyrannical will be. We'll see how bad it is. I'll see you all next week. Why do I use my old transmog? Because it goes well with the Legion artifact shield. Here. This is the Legion artifact shield right here. This isn't an old shield. This is a new shield. So I just like the way that this whole look goes on a Forsaken, on an undead. I like the spiky tank look.